Hello, you lovely lot. How are we doing? Are we good? I hope that we are good. We're here. Your YouTube from now has you in a Senegal kit. It should now be fixed. I should no longer be in a Senegal kit on YouTube, and if I am still, I failed and I'm terrible at my job, and I will fix it again immediately. How are we all doing? Twist him up it. Mate, thank you for the 57. What is well gel? Do people still say well gel? No idea. Alistair's, mate, thank you so much for the 47 months of the Prime, mate. I appreciate it. Paula, thank you for the 2 months of the Tier 1. And Lloydie as well, coming in with the 29 months of the Tier 1 gang. I appreciate your chat. Do you know what I'm wearing today? I didn't murder anyone. Wrong. I just got a bargain. Hey, I'm selling this jacket. Should we sell it? I've not worn it on stream and people kept asking, do I still have the jacket? So I thought just physical evidence of it, that I do have the jacket. How are we, everyone? It does look a bit like a jumpsuit, like I'm doing time, doesn't it? We're here, by the way, and we're live, and there's a new Football Manager update. I actually don't think there's much that's been updated with Football Manager, besides Japan being added and all the latest squad stuff. But that's going to make it good for the World Cup downtime. Just made myself a holy. Don't mind me. Are we back? Not back yet. This is the weird bit where I don't know who's seeing this. But now I'm back on YouTube. I think we're back on Twitch. Hello, Twitch. So I'll just get myself a holy made. Why not? Get the F in early for the stream. Can I fix the... I say fix the internet. If I could fix the internet chat, I believe me, I would have fixed it by now. But I might be able to get it so we're connected to the Wi-Fi as well as the wired connection that I have. That way, if one fails, the other is still there. That in my head, that seems like that should work, but I don't think it is how it works. Right, I'm on the Wi-Fi. Oh, the Ethernet is not interesting, Jack. The Ethernet does not say it's connected. Huh? Is that why it's been going down? One sec. Have I got a loose cable? That one's not loose. Oh god. Right, I'm going behind the PC. If I don't return, assume I died. Oh my word, the Ethernet cable wasn't plugged in. Okay, right, we're back. I'm taking off chat. This jacket's very warm, by the way. Whitey, dude, how are you? Football coaching in a thunderstorm is great fun. That doesn't sound like my idea of fun, but I hope you're doing okay, mate. Let's take this off. Right. I mean, the Ethnet's now plugged in, so if the stream continues to go down, I don't know what to say. Also, can you hear the dog? Chat. The dog is getting very Velcro with me. Unless I missed something, when is Bargain coming out? It was out last Friday. The Bargain episode aired, everyone. It's now on iPlayer. Chat, I need a number between 1 and 9. Could I have a number between 1 and 9 for a flavour? Jacko, dude, how are you doing, mate? Thank you for the 2 years. 2 whole years! 7, says Dazzy. You could have just put 1 or 2. No. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What flavour have you picked me? Watermelon whale! Woo! I don't really like watermelon. Watermelon? Watermelon. I guess watermelon whale does make watermelon, doesn't it, really, if you want it to. Let's get this made. Gang, did you have a good weekend? Thoughts on the F1? We normally have a little F1 debrief. I feel like for Monaco it wasn't that bad. After the red flag, I got kind of flashbacks to the F1 Manager sprint races that we used to do at Monaco. I was waiting for someone to count the lights during the red flag. I don't know if that was just me. The dog is fuming, by the way. The dog is fuming outside. 68 laps of boredom, 10 laps of chaos. That's about right. That is about right. Was there 7 retirees in the end? It was pretty high. It's like a third of the grid. Oh, chat, the wrist action. The wrist action. I don't know what I'm saying the wrist action was doing. Get your head out the gutter, chat. Right, my watermelon whale. Watermelon whale. I can't English. English, you know what? It's a good job I don't talk for a living, innit? Right, Football Manager. Oh, gosh. Button. Does that work? It does work. Also, if you didn't see our video that went out on YouTube today with France, something a bit silly, something a bit different. I'm kind of using the World Cup as an opportunity just to throw a load of shit at the wall when it comes to content and see what sticks. So if you haven't seen today's YouTube video, it was a good laugh. We cloned Mbappe and replaced the French national team with Mbappe's. But we have something cool that came out today. So Football Manager put out their 26.3.2 update. Previously, it was the 26.3.1 update. And with this update, chat, they have made Japan playable. Can we get an ooh? It's the first time the Japanese national team has ever been playable in a Football Manager game, at least as far as I can remember. I think it might be ever. I don't know if Japan's national team has ever been manageable before, which is kind of interesting. And then if you hit next, there's now this new option on setup. So previously, if you checked out the World Cup mode, you know, you had to start in May. There's now an option to start the week of the tournament. In fact, the day you start is yesterday in real life. So the week that this tournament starts with the final squads that all the teams announced. Now, obviously in real life, teams can change their squads, I think, up to 24 hours before their opening game if they get injuries. I don't think any future changes are going to be included in this. But we do now have this option to pick the actual squads, which is wicked. I think that is really good because that was one of my big gripes with the kind of World Cup mode, was the fact that it kind of felt like you had to take a while to get through things. I kind of like having the option to pick your own national team squad, and I can see circumstances where people would like to do that. But if you're kind of just in the World Cup mood, you know, you after the Mexico game on Thursday, you start thinking, fuck, I've got 5 hours to kill to the 3 a.m. kickoff. Firstly, come watch me stream. We're going to do a long stream on Thursday night between the World Cup matches. So if anyone who's degenerately like me staying up till 3 a.m. to watch, I can't even remember who South Korea are playing now, to us. Who is South Korea playing? I don't know. I'm staying up to it. I really should know the game I'm staying up for. But we're going to do a late night stream in build up to that, which should be good fun. Twitch might have died. It should be back, James, if you just hit refresh. Also, Nikolai, sorry. I appreciate the love, mate. I appreciate the love. Mercedes are going to dump Russell for Verstappen, like Andy throw Woody away for Buzz Lightyear. I think Verstappen might have a year out. I think Verstappen could have a year out. Right, chat, we're here. Japan. Japan. Look at this. So you start, and the World Cup is literally this week. And you have, like, all the actual squad. I think that this World Cup mode is a big dub. Unfortunately, it means no Matoma. Right? Because he's injured. Does Matoma have his injury in the game? Or do they just, you know, the players who aren't included? No, so it doesn't have his injury, but obviously he's not in the World Cup squad because he's injured. It's a bit of a shame that they can't have the actual injuries, right? But yeah, on Thursday, chat, we're doing a late night stream. I don't know if it's just going to be Football Manager or quite what it's going to be. But it should be good fun. Brad, mate, thank you for becoming a Prime sub. First time sub as well. Brad, I hope you've been enjoying the YouTube content. Or maybe you've just been lurking in Twitch forever. Either way, appreciate you being here. My father-in-law is pissed because his son's last day of school gets out 30 minutes into the Mexico match. Half day for the kid. Doctor's appointment, I think, at 3 o'clock. That's what I've heard. Is it bad that that's what I would do if I was the dad? Chat, judge me. Jack, whose kit did you order? I haven't ordered any World Cup kits, chat. I haven't. I feel like I should, but at the same time, I've got a newborn on the way, and I spent £200 on World Cup stickers, which probably was the budget for kits. In the non-quick start option, can you manage non-World Cup teams? You can manage non-World Cup teams, shush, but I don't think you can pick to start before the World Cup. Although, if you pick this World Cup start date, chat, can you just add a manager? Could you just add a manager to, like, manage, like a... So you could just add another manager in. So I guess if you wanted the June start date with the accurate World Cup and you do national team management, obviously, if you pick this World Cup start date in June, unfortunately, all the leagues, like, simulate randomly in the background. So it's not like you'll have the real-world Premier League table. Although with this start date, right, the season is done. So does that mean the whole season's just simulated? Oh, I don't have... The Japan Quick Start option doesn't load the Premier League. What leagues did it load? A-League, Japan, Italy. It's a weird mix of nations. I guess it's because the goalkeeper plays in Italy for Japan. I guess it picks maybe the nations based on where the nation you pick's national team players come from. I'm not sure. Today, right there, World Cup watch-along's coming up. So it's not going to be a World Cup watch-along chat, at least the first one. But my plan is, after the Mexico game, which finishes around 10 p.m. UK time, I'm going to stream from 10 p.m. till probably about 2 a.m., maybe 2:30, before the South Korea game at 3 a.m. So if you're staying up till 3 a.m. for the second game of the World Cup, which if you're in the UK, I mean, respect, I rate it, on a Thursday night, there will be something for you to watch in that kind of period. So I now want to check, chat. If we go to Serie A. Okay, so the league has simulated. Milan got European football. I guess if you wanted to repeatedly, like, just simulate Premier League seasons, to, like, get a fun relegated, like, in the future save game, you could use this start date, couldn't you? That could be quite fun. Get an England onesie. Do I have a onesie? I used to have a onesie. I don't know where. When I have a shark onesie, please don't ask. Don't ask. It's a difficult explanation. Is Twitch playing up again? Twitch should be back now. Twitch, are we back? Hello, Twitch, are you there? Twitch, are we there? I hope we're there. People are writing in the Twitch chat, so it'd be quite incredible if it's not working. Twitch says it's working fine for them. For the baby. Oh, you mean an England onesie for the baby? Maybe if England win the World Cup. Maybe if we win the World Cup. Right, chat, we're managing Japan and we get the real squads. Which I quite like. I quite like the fact that you're given just the squad immediately. I assume that Zion Suzuki is the best player. Also, I've still not updated to a skin since the World Cup update. And not having the polygon and the attribute side by side is really making me angry. I went back to use the skin I had been using, Control. But you lose all the World Cup branding before the World Cup and it made me feel sad. When baby? Like October-ish. Late-ish October. You know, really plan that well, chat. Newborn baby around the launch of the next Football Manager. Please subscribe on Twitch. Because I might not be making as many videos. Or if I am making them, there might be matchsticks like holding my eyes open. I'm trying to get, chat, like a little bit of a gaming phase out of me now. Because I know I'm not going to be able to do it for a while. So I've been playing some Planet Coaster lately. And I've also been playing some, Goals. Which I've been enjoying the game Goals. Have you guys seen the game Goals? Like, it's fun, it's flawed and needs a lot of work, but I enjoy football games. I'm a simple man. I had an idea, chat, for a YouTube series, but I don't know if it's any good. Which is that I do a save game at the World Cup with an unspecified nation, but every single time I play a team, I get a different Football Manager content creator to be the opposition manager. So it's like a network game where they come in just to manage one game and then I boot them out, and then someone else comes in and we see how far I can get taken on different Football Manager YouTubers. Oh, so with goals, yeah. I wish there was more to do with goal. I wish there was like some more objectives in goals, or like a little bit more. But I quite enjoy just smashing out matches. It's been ages, chat, since I've had like a football game where I just play matches in the football game as opposed to feeling like there's a menu grind or a list of chores I need to do. When's the Curacao Save Scum stream? I need to figure that out. The final is against WOC. If I make it to the World Cup final, do I play my wife in the final? Chat, I'll probably get knocked out. I did also think about doing it, chat. I can't say what I was thinking about doing because it's the plot twist of the video. It's not. I can say it. As long as you guys don't tell any FM YouTubers that I might want to do this with, chat. My idea was that if I get beaten by an FM YouTuber in the knockouts, I take over their team, and whoever they play, I get the next content creator to manage. But we just pretend that I'm going all the way to final. I don't tell any of them what's happening. I thought that could be quite funny. Also, did I see Nagatomo in the... Nagatomo's going to the World Cup. He's 39. I didn't realise Nagatomo was still playing. I thought he retired like in 2021. Man, he's still tearing it up for FC Tokyo. Love that. Love that. Bearded Egg, mate. Thank you for the tier 1. 35 months, mate. That is a long-ass time to be subscribed. Is he still good? I mean, he's got 20 natural fitness. His pace is still immense, and he's still got model citizen personality. He's actually pretty good for his age. Will the new manager be at the new club if you start on the new day? I would probably have to use like the real-time editor and do some finagling. I'm not sure how it would work, chat. I feel like it could be quite funny just playing a load of Football Manager YouTubers where they just take over individual teams. Some of them would get really stitched up with like crappy teams. Right, let's think about our team. Ito is fit, so he's definitely in the team. Endo, oh my beloved. We've got Doan, who is very good in Football Manager. I'll tell you what, not having Matoma is a bit of a kick in the gonads, isn't it, for this Japan team, mind you. Kubo out on the... I was going to say Kubo on the left wing, but he's more of a 10. Can Doan play on the left? Can as a winger. I don't love it. I don't love it. Don't really like him. Very good pun, chat. 39 is no age. I will be telling myself that in 7 years. Don't worry. I love the fact that there's this new start day option, though. I definitely think that helps the game. I didn't realise that Sugawara had left the Netherlands. Oh, yeah, he went to Southampton for a year. I did know that. That is a mental... Is he? So he's still contracted for Southampton. Oh, he'll do great in the Championship next year. Sorry. So you can get them out the relegation scrap. All right, Sugawara right back. Left back. Is Tomiyasu really my left back? Chat, who is the Japan national... Do they play Ito at left back? It can't be Nagatomo. It just can't be. Ito and Tomiyasu. Maybe I play Ito at wing back just because he's slightly quicker. And Tomiyasu's got better tackling. Hi, Jack. Enjoyed the bargain hunt face reveal a lot. I had no idea what you look like. You know, mate, people were shocked I had legs. And I was too. Chat, which do you play at left back? I think Ito has to play at left back because of the pace. Although, to be honest, 13 acceleration for each of them, I think could be problematic. Neither of them are perfect. Unless, do I play a back three? The thing is, we played a back three, didn't we, with Senegal, and that did not go well. Itakura probably is the other centre-back in the team. I should go with Taniguchi. No. Watanabe. I wish it showed these players in the orders. I just looked at them. I guess if I go to recently looked at, I can see, can't I? Itakura's better. After the baby is born, a challenge where you must sign under 21s. Probably not, because it'll be the launch period of the new FM, and I'll be doing like a West Ham save game. No, I don't know if it'll be West Ham. Chat, I'm so sad that Spurs didn't get relegated. I had the thumbnail ready. I didn't actually. Though that would be funny though if I did. I feel like I need to play Kubo through the middle because he's not that quick, but I don't know what my depth is like in the wide areas with no Matoma. Predicted lineup, 3-4-3. Suzuki, Ito, Watanabe, Taniguchi. Back three. They're going to play Rolf. They're going to play Dona, Endo, Sano, and Nakamura. Ooh, let's have a look at this. Shout out to Jeffrey, by the way, in the YouTube chat, giving me the rundown. It gives me an idea of what players I should look at. How good is Sano? Wow, Sano's very good. If this was a career mode chat, would it be crazy to train him to play right back? Or would you say no to a right back? He'd actually be quality at right back. I think we'll pick a rough team to begin with, and then we'll figure out the rest. So up front, I'm pretty sure they play with Ueda as the main man, right? From Feyenoord. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Is he better than Maeda? Oh, but chat, Maeda was made in a lab. What is that polygon? That is just nonsense, isn't it? That is just nonsense. I'll tell you what, I've got a plan. I've got a plan, I think. We play with Maeda and Ueda like that. Who says no? Can Kubo not drop into that wider area? No, the game doesn't like that idea. Oh, do I really want... Oh, gosh, I'm just shuffling around the players like crazy. This tactics screen, I feel like I'm still getting used to, and I've played like 100 hours of this game. Where does Kamada fit in, chat? I feel like Japan have this quite good squad, but their team doesn't really fit together. Also, is it just me or is Kamada shit in Football Manager? Oh my god, what have they done to him? Hello, Crystal Palace researchers. He has had a few issues with injury, but even so, that's mad. Suzuki's not very good. I'll tell you what, the drop-off with some of these Japanese players is kind of mad. Tanaka is very, very good at centre mid. Is Tanaka better? I feel like Endo, Sano and Tanaka could be a quality trio. I think Maeda might not start, chat. I don't want to destroy dreams. I'm actually thinking I play Kubo. I can't play Kubo on the left. He's not good enough. Kubo and Dona just getting shuffled around as I rethink the team. And I would like to apologise to them. I think Tanaka has to be in. I'm shocked at Tanaka versus Kamada, by the way. But there is no comparison. Chat, is there any players that play in the World Cup mode you've kind of discovered are like really underrated? Because I feel like it's weird, right? When you play Football Manager at club level, you kind of always compare players usually within your club, but I find it more difficult to compare players across like different teams. Whereas in the World Cup mode, I suppose, when you see the AI picking the teams and stuff, it's kind of a good reflection of how highly rated the teams are in Football Manager. And so it becomes like more obvious who is massively underrated in FM. What am I playing? Sano as box-to-box midfielder, I guess. Then Endo at DM. I kind of want to play Kubo through the middle, but Tanaka can't play right mid. Oh, what do you do, Trap? What do you do? Is Carlo Moani underrated? I can't remember looking at him recently. Hey, Professor Possums, I appreciate the love. Did I practice the kick at the end? I did. I feel like they cut off my kick before I got the full follow-through. Because I kicked so hard at the end of Bargainen that Kate went to me, did you use the right foot? It was a proper thrusting of a kick. Suzuki's not bad either. I kind of feel like with the World Cup mode, when I'm streaming it, chat, I don't want to just do boring, so I'm trying to come up with a fun set of rotations that kind of make sense. Who was the person I just looked at and I went, was it Suzuki? No, not that Suzuki. Incorrect Suzuki, Jack. This Suzuki? Yes, this Suzuki. He can't really play centre mid. Is that overcooking? Maybe slightly. It's not that crazy on the rotations, though. Hey, Mushroom Man, how are you doing, mate? How is fatherhood? Any new wisdom to give me? Would you try and see if an under-20 team can win a World Cup? What nation, chat, would be the under-20 team? Or are you saying like a best team of under-20s from around the world? Also, I've got Tomiyasu and Ito different ways around here. Now, Sugawara's more of a wing-back, whereas Ito is more of a... I've got a plan, chat. I've got a plan. Let me cook. Let him cook. That's what the kids say, right? I don't think I've used a playmaking winger yet. Why not? I did see someone in chat has just written what I was thinking about doing. We could play Ito drops in to be like a back three. So you play a back three as we build up play. I feel like the visualizer is the best thing for this. So it starts as kind of a 4-2-3-1, but then as we build up the play, it becomes like a back three with Endo in the middle. I feel like the visualizer doesn't always like do this justice, because the inverted fullback and then this centre-back here and this centre-back here will be a back three. So we play like a 3-1-4-2. Is that it? 3-1-4. Who's the 4? I guess if I have Suzuki attack, maybe as a second striker. That could work as well, because if Kubo's a playmaking winger, he'll be tucking inside, which allows him to transition into this spot better. That's what I'm thinking. Have we cooked? I've not tried playing like a really possession-orientated style of play. I would love to try something, chat, where we like play a slower tempo and see if we can actually get it to work. Like we make the pitch nice and wide. We distribute it to centre-back short. Work the ball into the box. And we try and play some beautiful football whilst running at the defence. Mostly good here. Thanks. Been trying to get a hand on footprints, but she's got a fist clenched with anger and told. Advising journalists, I have no idea what I'm doing. That is basically what I'm expecting to be like with fatherhood. I feel like playmaking, like slow build-up play never works in Football Manager. But maybe it can work with this, you know? Maybe. Could I start Doan deeper? I probably shouldn't, but I'm just wondering if it would help. Chat, is that too much, or can you see what I'm going for? I just feel like I might want him deeper, otherwise there might be a bit of a gap on this side with Ito tucking in, where we don't have this out ball to the left if we need it. Is it too much? I think it's sensible. Isn't Japan not playable in FM? There is a new update out today, chat, for Football Manager that has a start date of the 8th of June with all the real squads, and Japan is now playable. For the first time ever, Japan is playable as a nation in Football Manager, which has me very excited. Right. Out of possession. I'm thinking we probably should counter-press when we lose the ball because we're committing a decent chunk of players to the attack. For the pressing trap, I'm thinking... Inside, we're going to have a lot of players. If my wide attacking mids can funnel them inside to the centre mids, that would be quite good. And I'm a bit concerned about our ability to defend crosses because we're not the biggest team. That's what I'm thinking. Someone said Nakamura at left mid. He's not natural at left mid either. Same situation as Doan. So out of possession, nice and basic, 4-2-3-1, no nonsense. When we have the ball, it's kind of a 4-2-3-1 to start. It then becomes like a 3-1. It's kind of the foundation of it with Endo and the three centre-backs. And then we have kind of a front six. Here it kind of shows them, right, as being what would you... It's just a blob, isn't it, really? But it kind of shows only a lone striker. But actually, the way I see it working is the box-to-box midfielder will sit at the edge of the box and the other players will basically form a 5. Whereas Matoma, he's injured in real life and is not in their World Cup squad. So we're using the latest update, chat, that forces you to use the real squads. I feel like Maeda as an option on off the bench is going to be very, very fun. I'd like this new update, though, that kind of allows you just to jump straight in and start managing right away rather than have to plot out the international team. I also feel like it's just quite nice managing the real-world squad that is going to the World Cup. Who are we thinking will win IRL? Chat, who do you think's going to win at the World Cup? I'm going to say England. No. I want to. I can't. I'll get told off. I think probably Spain. Spain or France. Oh my God, chat, the dog is here. Hello, Milo. Hello, buddy. Are you okay? What's up? Come here, we can show chat my knees. Come here. Hello. What's up? Hi. What's up? I got you. You nicked, son. You okay? What's up? You got long legs. Milo, you're meant to be a mini schnauzer. What happened? What happened? Oh, he's just... Okay, you can... That is my hand. We're just having a little gnaw on, but you are just love biting it. There you go, chat. There's knees. Curacao, I believe. I think France or Spain, right? I think that's just a bit boring. Milo, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know what he's doing. I don't think he's gone. He's decided he hates me. Never mind. Right, I'll open the door for you, mate. You've trapped yourself in. Off you go. Bye, Milo. There you go, chat. Dog segment done. I watched you on Bargain, by the way. The cushion thing was so weird. I fucking hate that cushion. Like, obviously, the cushion was a great buy. If you've seen the episode now, you know. I did not like that cushion. Brazil, I feel like, are a bit of a... Is it mad to say that Brazil are like a dark horse? Oh, my word. Chat. Someone has written a message in chat that is 6 lines long with no full stops. I'm going to do it. Hey, so I started my saving Gibraltar with Hound Dog FC in the A-League of 12. I was predicted to finish 12th, but I finished 6th. For next season, I finished 1st, and then I got Champions League, and then I won the Gibraltar Cup, so I got Europa League, as well as I got knocked out by Shakhtar Donetsk. Now I'm still in Europa League, playing in player final, but I'm having money problems. I'm paying salaries overly. I have 0 transfer budget. I don't know how to solve this problem. Sell players. Sell players. Sell players. That's my advice. So you need to make money in Football Manager, selling players. Tell you what, chat, I entered rap god mode there. Who would have thought a man who can talk for a living? Honestly, like, the money you get from European football is usually pretty good if you're in a tiny nation in a build a nation save game. Just posted that in Zealand's chat as well, Mud. And here I was thinking they put loads of effort in and they just wanted him attention. And I gave it them. I'm fuming. Generational USA hate watch going. Chat, how funny would it be if the USA went out in the group stage? How funny would it be? Also, I've seen lots of weird beef on social media between Americans and English people. I don't know what's happening. It's like a weird civil war on social media. And I don't get it. Could someone fill me in? I think if the USA finish second and Iran finish second, they play one another or something. Right. Near post corners, in swinger, balanced, bosh, near post marking, counter attack. We're done. Something to do with the Mexican wave. It wasn't even the Mexican wave stuff I was seeing. I was seeing people have beef about stadiums. I don't know. Chat, there's some weird stereotypes, but like on both sides, which I just don't think are accurate at all. Yeah, I think there is a circumstance, isn't there, where the USA and Iran can meet one another. Can I check Tim Payne's stats? You know what? Because it's Tim Payne, chat. Because it's Tim. I might have a tribute masking on, though, because I think it's on by default. Where is Tim? We'll never know how good Tim is, chat. He's so good he does not have numbers. No number. He's so good he's off the charts. I feel like on social media, people just say stuff to be controversial without actually believing what they're saying. Or at least that's what I tell myself so that I don't lose my mind because of some of the stuff I read online. Do you know what would be great, Chaff? There's where I could just drag a stand-in into the captain's column. Don't you think that'd be neat? Instead of the option to make him the first... I just want to make Nagatomo. I just want Nagatomo. I just want to be able to drag him in. It's not that difficult, is it? Apparently it is that difficult. What would I know? Don't know anything about game dev, me. Check out Cape Verde's third choice goalkeeper. Which one is it? This guy? No, I don't know how good he is. Oh, this guy, he's 40. 40, respect. 80 caps. Is he going to be their starting keeper? World Cup is going to be so bad the English actually have a chance at winning. I mean, yeah, imagine the team that have got to the final four of the last three major international tournaments they've participated in having a chance of winning. Cringe. Look, chat. I'm all for memeing on the English national team. I meme on the English national team. But they are quite good. I don't think it's a biased point of view to say that I think England have a reasonable chance at going far in the World Cup. Is that a spicy take? That's not me saying some divine, like, oh, I think we're entitled to go far because England. But made it to back-to-back Euros finals. I feel like I feel like the UK nations could do quite well. I'll back Scotland to get to the... I'm saying now Scotland quarterfinals, I believe. Who says no? Breaking Man thinks good team will do well. I know. But I'm not allowed to say it, chat, because of my passport, you see. If I say it, biased. Right. We have cooked up a tactic, which I think is going to work. I don't know if it is going to work. I'm using a load of instructions I would never normally use. I feel like when you're playing a shorter passing right, you actually want the team to be narrower so players are closer to one another. Is that a mental way of thinking, or does that make sense? I'm also thinking we look for underlaps on the left and overlaps on the right. So that is Sano making runs forward with the underlap and Sugawara on the overlap. I think that's good. I think that's sensible. I don't know if I like these instructions. Like, I want to try and play some nice, pretty, like, out-of-the-back football. How are the Netherlands going to play here? Consult the data. Excellent. There is no data. Well, never mind then. The squad depth says a 4-3-3. Coman does have a 4-3-3. If they're pressing with one lone striker, then we'll distribute it to centre-backs and there should always be a player free. Am I using a skin? No, this is the default game. So we're going to counter-press and press more often when we lose the ball because we commit players forward. Does anyone else get annoyed, by the way, that the overlap and underlap instructions are bundled together, but it just shows you whatever the setting is you have for the underlap? Like, these should absolutely be two separate instructions, but because Football Manager is Football Manager this year, they didn't want to have an odd number of boxes. I was going to say that's my conspiracy theory, but I genuinely think that's probably what it is. They were like, we have an even number of boxes, we can't ruin it. I mean, you might not even know that those two options exist unless you click in. That's the mad thing. Don't worry, chap. I've learnt to pick a bench as well. Now, this is our most difficult game of the group stage, isn't it? Who else is in our group? So we've got the Netherlands, Sweden, and Tunisia. This is not a 3B group. I'm very much going against the grain of what is considered meta in Football Manager this year with, like, the setup that we've got here. But I want to try and, like, develop systems that suit the players that we have. And given we have some good overlapping right backs, but kind of lack a good left back option that isn't just a centre back who can play left back, I feel like the inverted fullback option just isn't even the craziest things. All right, let's see how we go. Group F. Oh. Does anyone else feel like the text is aggressively big on that graphic? Like, I refuse to believe it's going to be that big when I watch a TV broadcast with the official World Cup graphics. Like, I feel like Football Manager could have made that table smaller and it would have been fine. Right, score predictions. I feel like, from what I've seen, the consensus from Dutch football fans is they hate the manager. Is that accurate? I think they like the players, but Koeman people have reservations about. That's my read based on social media, which, as we know, social media is a completely accurate reflection of real life and is definitely not giving people warped perspectives of their lives. Right, let's see how we go. So Ito should tuck in to kind of make a back three with our other two centre-backs. Endo's going to sit. So we've got this little triangle, well, this little diamond here. Because they're playing with a lone striker, we've got distribute to centre-back on. We're looking to play through the press with short passing. Really what I want to do is try and get one of their front three kind of attacking midfielders here to commit. Should leave some passing lanes open. We've got pass to feet on, though, because I think it's going to be difficult to find kind of space to break them down. And if we go direct, I hate to say it, I think Virgil van Dijk probably has our attackers beaten in the air. As a Dutchman, definitely, we've been wishing his departure for years. Is he that bad, Koeman? Right, let's see how this works. Also, am I on full match here? No, we're on key. This is a kickoff highlight. Chat, am I about to look like a tactical genius? Oh, I love that ball. Kubo's playing as a playmaking winger, by the way. Not used the role yet this year. I mean, we nearly scored. Am I still using Reshade? I'm not. Chat, I got halfway through installing the Stadium Pack mod today, and then I forgot to finish doing it. That was silly of me, wasn't it? I was going to try out Bassie's Stadium Pack mod. I uninstalled it just when the update came out previously. But I know it has the World Cup stadiums in now with the new update, which I thought would be fun to do. I'm scared about Depay here. How do you half install it? Well, I downloaded it and unzipped it, but then I forgot to move it into the game install location. In fact, I don't even know if I unzipped it. And unzipping 40 gigs of files. probably isn't something I should do whilst I stream. So that's how I got halfway through it, chat. You know, I got the files on my PC and then didn't sort them. Right. We're having not as much of the ball as you'd like to see, given how much I'm trying to play the ball out. I wonder if I should have Sugawara start deeper just as an additional option out from the back. Thing is, I don't really like any of the right wing back options. Also, it's half time. What just happened? Chat, nothing happened. How is Sugawara done? Can I see the passing maps on the screen? I can. Right. Study the maps. Yeah, see, Sugawara's going a lot further up the pitch, which actually does mean he's able to link up with Kubo a bit more. Kubo's got 51 passes. That feels high. In fact, everyone has high passes. Our striker is dropping in very deep there. Alright, you know what? Sugawara, drop deep initially. But then, is there some instructions we can give him to make him run more? Dribble more. Let's put cross from byline on him as well, so he should like commit to getting up the pitch. And I've got my width set to narrow, haven't I? Let's put him on wider with dribble wide with the ball on. Because I really want to try and emphasise him to go for those overlaps to give Kubo a bit of space inside. Jacka! Mate, thank you for the 5 months of the Prime. I feel like I should have said your name with more gusto on the second. But I failed, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Also, I can't remember who it was who told me, I think it was Dazza, who was telling me number 7 in the Holy Flavour kind of tray that I was picking from. Great choice. Up the watermelon whale. All right, let's encourage the boys. I feel, for this game in real life, do you reckon the Netherlands are the favourites? This is a pretty even... is it an even game without Matoma? I think the Netherlands probably are favourites. I don't know if that's a hot take. In fact, the more I look at their kind of midfield and attack and compare it to the Japanese, the more I am thinking that theirs is definitely better. Marlon shoots over. Okay, we're fine. Have you tried the Mojito Macaw flavour? I haven't. Is it good? I think I actually have it. I think I have it somewhere. Where did I put the leftover flavours? Do I have that flavour? Let me check. Look at this, chat. I've got one of their new starter sets of their new flavours. I think it's 10 servings in here. No, 12 servings in here. What have I got? Who needs a sticker opening? Right, we've got Colado Capybara. Who doesn't want that? Macaw? Oh, I do have a macaw flavour. Look at this. Look at the little macaw. I really should be focusing on the game. Look at it. That's cute. Shit, Clivert's through. Shit. Right, lock in. Shout out to Holy, by the way. If you've not tried Holy before, you just give a little sachet, add it to some water. Tastes bloody brilliant. They do a electrolyte drink, an energy drink. They do an iced tea and a milkshake as well now. I think I have some of the milkshake and I've not tried it yet. Maybe that's something to do on Thursday night stream. Also, LQD Bantastic, how are you? Thank you for the 7. Good to see you. Conceded during the ad. Coincidence? Very long highlight, by the way, Football Manager. Right, let's go to attacking. We're moving the ball around the back nicely, but we're not really getting it into the midfield all that much. In fact, our 2 defensive mids have, like, way too fewer passes. Out of possession, what they playing? See, they've not got a centre attacking mid to stop us playing it out. How do I want to approach this? I think in a weird way, I might be cooking here. I'm going to tell Tomiyasu to play it as an advanced centre-back, to throw another body into the midfield. And I think I'm going to start Sano higher up the pitch just as a... what shall we play him as? I'll play him as an attacking midfielder, I think, from deep. I'm just wondering if I want to change anything else here. I probably should make some subs. Let's bring in Tanaka for Sano, who's a bit more creative. The fact there's two Suzukis, I'm always going to click on the wrong Suzuki. I've made my peace with the world. I could bring in Maeda just for his pace at left mid. That's probably not even the worst idea. The lime mint matcha iced tea is good too. I'll have to... I will try... I think I have that as a pack as well. I've not tried the iced teas. I wouldn't even say I don't like iced tea, chat. It's just not something that, like, I ever crave. I'll tell you what, the sub options are fairly underwhelming. I am whelmed by my sub options. I thought there'd be more. Let's bring in Watanabe for Itankura because I don't want to go down a man. Let's go with that. Right, chat, we've actually had one shot all game. So as much as I'm playing this woke passing nonsense, maybe, just maybe, we've got to move the ball a little bit quicker with a little bit more purpose. Potentially. We've not even had loads of the ball considering the change I've made. I don't want to say it aloud. Very underwhelmed. Can we have just a highlight? Can we have anything? I mean, we've kept them relatively quiet. Nothing is happening. Please, Football Manager, give me something. Who even is like my go-to backup striker? I'm looking at all the backup strikers. They're all kind of mid. You know what? Nagatomo one. That's what I need. I need a 39-year-old in. Our options on off the bench in the final third. I think it probably doesn't help that I've brought Maeda, Suzuki and Ueda who can all play as a striker. Because two of them started, I then don't have like a striker on the bench. You know what? Let's bring in Kamada. Give him the free roll. Go for a wonder. Right, very attacking. Chat, we need a miracle. What an underwhelming first game. Where's Mitoma? Much like at the Real World Cup, he is injured. Chat, there's a minute left. There's a minute left. Do you believe? Also, Japan have got their actual kit in game. Did they have that before the update? With all the licensing restrictions? Obviously, before the update today, they weren't playable. Oh, imagine. I've made subs. I'm going to look like a genius. Tanaka, do it for me. Do it for me. Kamada! That can't be the highlight. Why show me that? I'm fuming. Right. I'm not great. I'll admit it. Underwhelming. Now, I think our issue there was that we had a lot of the ball, but we didn't really move it around with purpose. Let's try and play with a higher tempo. And this might be a bit bold. I'm going to change our mentality to attacking. I always like to think of mentality in Football Manager as kind of a risk factor, both in terms of committing to a run forward, but also occasionally passes as a result of players more naturally being in a more advanced area. And because we're starting with quite a lot of players deeper, I don't mind playing on attacking. That's my thinking. Maybe I'm wrong. Right, we've got Tunisia next. Chat, imagine if we just don't win a game. Would opening up a pack help lessen the blow? You know what? I think a World Cup pack would help, wouldn't it, chat? Let me go to my supplies. If we get a Japanese player in the pack, I consider it good fortune. Oh, is there? Can you hear that, chat? Is it like ASMR? I'm just ripping the pack more than I need to now, so you can listen to it. Does that sound? How have I not still opened them all? I've been very disciplined about these World Cup packs, chat. I'm trying to make them last the whole tournament. Right, we have Cesar Blackman. That is his actual last name. I'm not trying to be funny. Focus. There we go. Next we've got the boy. Do you want to? Oh, I miss him. Who else we got? We've got Tim Ream, Jonathan David, Karim Adeyemi, Jackson Irvine, and a guy from Jordan who I don't recognise from when we managed Jordan before. How many packs do I have? I bought, I think it's 143 packs. Is how many packs I bought. So yes, in answer to how many packs. Went to the Tokyo Derby last month. Football culture there hits different. Away sport was insane. Got myself a beautiful Japan away shirt too. Chat, when I was in Japan a few months ago, I was very tempted by the Japan national team shirts. The Adidas stores around Tokyo are really coolly done. Like, if you're into your like retail design of like retail spaces, the Japanese Adidas stores, good example. Like all the staff are there wearing the Japan national team kit. They had like front and centre the Japan national team kits, obviously, because it was really soon after the World Cup kits had been announced when I was there. Wow, Qatar beat Canada. Cringe. 143 is a random number. I think it's because they wanted to be able to say they have more than 1,000 packs. Yulia, thank you so much for the 12 months. It's Japan's year. Excuse me. I believe. Not having Matoma hurts. My brother got me a Japan shirt from Tokyo last year, but I got a bit fat. George, I can relate to that, mate. I have at the bottom of one of my wardrobes, I have football shirts that do no longer fit me, but may one day fit me. I thought that would be motivation to, shed the pounds, get on the treadmill again. No, maybe a babby will be. Right, so we were cack against the Netherlands. I say we were cack. We did only lose 1-0, but we really didn't create enough. So in this game here, we're up in the tempo. I'm still keeping the shorter passing. I wonder if I should try encouraging the players to progress through the middle, because we could see on the pass maps that there was a lot of just passing around the back four. I wonder if I had progress through middle on, because it encourages players to pass more into the middle. Maybe that could help get our defensive midfielders into the game more. Let's try it. Let's try it. Also, I thought this wasn't possible to do with Japan. They updated it today, Blue Melon. I guess Football Manager managed to come to some kind of agreement with the license holders for the Japan national team. I know that Football Manager, you know how Football Manager now have the Premier League licensed? EA still have an exclusivity license for the Premier League, but they've basically... EA's license used to be they were the only football game that were allowed to do it full stop. Whereas EA actually rewrote their agreement with the Premier League to kind of cut Football Manager out the exclusivity. So if you ever look at the deal that Football Manager have with the Premier League, it says Football Manager official management game of the Premier League, as opposed to official football game. EA actually, chat, in recent years have been very accommodating to Football Manager. At least that's what it appears from the outside looking in. A lot of the licenses that Football Manager have now are because the EA have written Football Manager out the exclusivity. For years, it used to be that Konami with PES and FIFA, well, EA with FIFA, were kind of firing off against one another, and Football Manager were caught in the crossfire. And that has kind of now been remedied. And I guess the fact they've been able to get the Japan team added is evidence further that Football Manager are starting to be able to navigate the licensing space a bit better, where they've kind of got some semi-decent relationships with other football games, which allow them to do this kind of stuff. Hey, Glenn, I appreciate the love. I hope you've been enjoying Park to Prem. Chat, it's been weird not doing daily Football Manager videos, but I've been experimenting a bit more with videos. So if you've been watching the World Cup stuff, I hope you've been enjoying it. I've got some fun videos coming up this week. Today we did a video where I cloned Mbappe and replaced the French national team with just a team of Mbappes. The video hasn't performed very well, but I don't really mind that so much. It might sound silly, but I'm kind of using this period just between series and the World Cup to kind of just throw a load of shit at the wall, see what sticks. Really kind of mix up my content and just see what I enjoy making and what people enjoy watching. And then that should help me kind of make better informed decisions at times where, you know, the pressure is on me to kind of have videos perform more. So yeah, I appreciate anyone who's been watching the World Cup stuff. And for those of you who are used to the kind of daily Let's Play stuff, it will be coming back at some point. At the same time, my channel's been in a bit of a downward spiral for the last couple of months, and we've tried mixing up the content and had some really positive results off the back of it. I think April, chat, was the first ever month in the history of my YouTube channel where I lost subscribers, which not very good if you're losing subscribers. So I've got to mix up the content, and the World Cup stuff we've been putting out in general has been performing really, really well. Certainly above kind of what my other content has been doing. And if you've not seen the videos, you should go watch them. Because there is, genuinely, I think there's some of my best videos I've put out in terms of the edited intros, in terms of kind of vacuum packing stuff up. And I will say, chat, if you are enjoying that content, I know it gets memed on when YouTubers say, like, comment, subscribe. It genuinely does make a difference. Like, I can see some people in the chat mentioning the Mbappe video just didn't get served to them. YouTube is weird. Oh, so we just scored, so that's good. YouTube is weird in the sense that I upload the Mbappes at the World Cup video, and they might show 1,000 people who normally watch all my videos on their homepage that video, and say of those 1,000 people, 300 people click on it, whereas ordinarily it's like 500. YouTube's analytical tools go, okay, well that video is getting way less clicks than usual. We should probably serve that to fewer people. Because YouTube's prerogative is to get as many people watching videos on their platform as possible through recommendations and the homepage. Like, subscriptions don't contribute towards YouTube subscribers anymore. The homepage is everything. And so when a video like underperforms like the Mbappe video does with its initial sample of regular viewers, YouTube kind of go, well, if the regulars aren't watching it, why would we push it out further? So I know it gets joked on a lot, and especially because I'm mixing and matching content right now, so doing stuff quite different that doesn't appeal to my core built-up audience that enjoy the daily Let's Play stuff. If you are someone who has been enjoying the new content, I really can't stress enough, massively appreciate if you just leave any old comment related to the video. It could be the most generic NPC comment ever, or just leave a like if you don't normally leave one. Because it does just help the video in terms of the engagement get pushed to more people's homepages. And especially with the content where I feel like I'm pretty proud of how it's like turned out, the editing on it and stuff. It is just massively appreciated. And with this kind of content we're doing, unlike a Park to Prem episode, it's the kind of video where if it does get pushed out to a wider audience, it actually has a much better chance of like going far. Funnily enough, if a random person who's never watched a video of mine before sees episode 50 of a non-league English save game, probably not going to watch it. So YouTube never pushes those videos beyond my core audience. Whereas this other content that does happen with. I really enjoyed the Norway series, but didn't see the Mbappe video uploaded. Usually your videos show up as soon as I load YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is weird, especially because I upload daily, right? Because I normally upload daily. I think YouTube analyzes my channel, goes, well, people watch this person's videos every day. And then suddenly if people aren't watching daily because there aren't videos going up daily, I think that does then impact the core audience it gets served to. So yeah. YouTube's basically, chat, TLDR, YouTube's weird and a bit shit with its system. You can't always rely on the homepage as a subscriber, and yet YouTube kind of wants you to rely on the homepage. So, yeah. When you hear content creators say, turn on the notification bell and all that stuff, like, as much as you might roll your eyes and go, here we go again, there is a reason they say that stuff. YouTube's weird. We live in an age where the algorithm is everything. And you have to appease the algorithm. Also, we're playing quite well in this game. Let's get another against Tunisia, Kubo. Kubo's so good. Never mind, the finish is bad. He saved it. I remember when Kubo was linked with Liverpool for a while. Is he still at Sociedad, right, chat? I feel like he had like one really good season at Sociedad. I don't know how he's done in the last few years. I'm not going to be one of those football manager, well, not even football manager, just football people on the internet who pretends to know everything. I'll be honest, chat, don't watch much Real Sociedad, so I have no idea how he's been performing. Also, if they score here, what an awful goal. Oh, but Medjbury scored it. Because Medjbury... I'm not singing the song. If you know the Hannah Wool song, you've been here since lockdown and I love you. In fact, you've been here almost 7 years if you know that song. I miss the Hannah Wool. One awful goal, by the way. What is that? We've actually dominated the play as well. Like, the changes we've made, I think have worked quite nicely in terms of executing our game plan. I think it's time to make some changes. Let's bring in Maeda up top. I'm bringing in Nagatomo again, chat. I just like bringing in the 39-year-old. It makes me happy. Who else should we bring in? Let's bring in Tanaka for Sano. And Kamada in through the middle. I think is sensible, although we'll play him just as an attacking midfielder. Is that Jan Valery at right back for them? I saw the name. Is that the guy? Did he used to play? Who did he used to play? Was it Southampton? For like a few seasons? Or am I thinking, was there a Valery who played for Southampton? I don't know. Maeda scored, though. I only know Maeda because was it Maeda who scored the banger goal recently, the overhead kick? It is the man who played for Southampton. There you go, chat. I have some ball knowledge. I have some ball knowledge. I don't know how doable it is, but what about World Cup without anyone who plays in the big 5 European leagues available? It's really difficult, is the simple answer. So, chat, the World Cup mode that Football Manager have, you can't load up custom databases with it, and you can't use the official in-game editor. For the Mbappe video, I had to use the dodgy third-party in-game editor called the FM Real-Time Editor. I say dodgy. It's not dodgy at all. My experience with it has never been problematic, and it has some additional quite powerful tools, such as the ability to mass edit. That's offside, surely. Lino? Lino! Lino, raise the flag. It has the ability to mass edit players, which is how I was able to make everyone Kylian Mbappe. I just selected make all French players Mbappe. But because that's the only tool that can really be used to set stuff up in the World Cup mode, you are a bit limited in what you can do. 3-2. Pain. Pain. I have an idea for you, Jack. Play as Uruguay, but use the formation they used to win the World Cup, a 2-3-5. I don't think that would work very well in Football Manager. But I do like the idea of doing like some kind of Uruguay save game. I can tell you the content plan for this week, chat. Do you want to know the content plan for this week? On Thursday, we should have a video where I manage Mexico at the World Cup, but I have prime Carlos Fierro as a striker. Now, if you don't know who Carlos Fierro is, best Mexican wunderkid ever in Football Manager. He was the top goal scorer at FIFA's Under-17s World Cup. Absolutely tore it up, and then he faded into obscurity and now plays in the second tier of Mexico. Also, is that a handball there? Oh, we'll take that. So we're going to have that on Thursday, and I was hoping to do it tomorrow, but it's probably going to drop now till Friday. I have simulated the 2026 World Cup on FM22 and FM16 to see what Football Manager thinks would happen. Right, Kamada, score it. We're fine. We're fine. We're chilling. Yeah, sorry, chat. I need to lock in more. I need to lock in. At least Commander can score pens. Lodge that in your brain for later in the knockouts. We are chilling. Okay, 60% of the ball. And we created a lot. I like that. That's good. So we made some nice change there. I didn't look at the pass map, and obviously it's weaker opposition as well. But I do think that instruction to progress with the ball through the middle probably helped with the issue that we had of kind of passing it around the back without really progressing the play forward. If I go and look at the pass map here. Can you even look, chat? Can you not look at the pass map after a game? You're joking. Can you read my chat message, please? No, I can't read, Theo. You wrote, park the bus in all caps. Despite the fact we scored in the last minute whilst not changing the tactic. So I did read your instruction. I just chose to ignore it, mate. Unfortunately, chat, there is hundreds of you watching and tens of you screaming at me. And I will read most messages because I can read. Both YouTube and Twitch, I do read them all. But just because I don't acknowledge your comment doesn't mean I've not read it. He's still about his save race, a point behind in the title race. Good luck. Is that what you want me to say? If I don't talk about something, chat, that you mention in the chat, it's not that I don't care. It's just that I don't know if it's entertaining to discuss on stream or like is it enhances the entertainment of the stream. I'm also conscious. It's a bit like when people suggest like players for me to sign. As soon as I acknowledge one or two people who like maybe tell me about their save game, we have hundreds of people telling me about their save game and it becomes very overwhelming and then the chat becomes useless to read. So I am sorry. I hope you do well in your save game. It's sad to see what happened to the referees not being let in for the World Cup, mate. It's fucking tragic, innit? I was about to say I'm not one to get into politics. I don't really think it's a politics. Well, let's be honest. It is a politics thing where it really shouldn't be. The enforcement of allowing people into certain countries in the world, and this is not just the USA, I think has reached a point of overcompensating for an issue that certain people might think exists. Carlos Fierro and Eric Torres. Oh, Eric Torres was a baller. What does Eric Torres do? Now, should we have a look for Eric? I assume he's not. He's probably not here, is he? Eric Torres, he's not here. I guess I'm playing the World Cup mode. I'd be concerned if players played in Mexico were being loaded up for a temporary mode where I'm managing Japan at the World Cup. What about the Scottish fans? I mean, yeah, I saw that as well, right? I don't know enough about the Scottish fans one. I mean, it's fairly widely reported that there's been issues with the border controls in America in terms of approving people in and like the queues at security and stuff leading up to the World Cup. And yeah, I don't know. It's just a mess, isn't it? Why Kubo sent him a Suzuki right wing went out of possession? Because I want Kubo. Kubo tucks inside as a playmaking winger, so he's not got as far to transition back to get into position. Whereas Suzuki is going to be sat alongside the striker. So after the initial counter press, it's actually easier for them to rotate into these positions. Based on how you replied to it, shows you didn't read it, and it's not that you didn't speak about it. So bye, you rude knob. You spelt knob wrong, Theo. It's got a K in it. But appreciate you watching. Thank you for the engagement. I want to check this individual. I can see how many times they've written in the chat. Should we have a look? I'm curious now. Chat, let's have a look at this person. Let's have a look. He's written 6 messages ever, and created his account yesterday. Interesting. You know what? I think I'd be upset if I was a Spurs fan too. They're probably just having a bad day or a bad year. Right. Moving on. We have Sweden to play here. Now, there is a risk that if we lose this, we don't make it through. Apparently, Torres is playing in Costa Rica. Eric Torres in Costa Rica. That's Football Manager. What's the word? What's the word I was looking for, chat? Heritage. I miss bloody Eric Torres. What a boy. Why is the word heritage just escape my vocab? Right. Did the instructions from before carry forward? Yeah, okay, so we progress the ball through the middle. I'm going to try something a bit bold here. I'm going to select much narrower for the width, and then for Sugawara, we'll have him play wider and run wide with the ball. Does it annoy it? Chat, this might be really, stupid. When I tend to run wide with the ball, it has an arrow to the left, but he's the right back. Like, the fact that these icons don't update based on if it's a right-sided or left-sided player upsets me. Run wide with the ball, stay wider. That was actually something that when I first played the game, I flagged. I was like, you know, the icons are wrong, depending on the wing. And they were like, yeah, we know, but we can't fix it this year. That should have been the warning, really, shouldn't it? I should have realised in that moment the year we were in for. I'm kind of tempted to change Suzuki here to a ball-playing goalkeeper just to help with our playing it out from the back. Got a video challenge idea for you. It says, how about a third choice alternative England team? So you can't use Tuchel's team or the team that you picked. I feel like that might be going too far. I did have the idea of like picking a team of England players who only play in the National League or below. How well could the English non-league team do at the World Cup? But that might not be a good idea for a video. I did think about something like that. Right. Do I want to change the team anymore here? No. You know what? We've been making a few little tinkers. Although I will just check. What is Sweden's shape? Okay. They always play with one up top. And actually, they play with two up top for a bit. I'm going to work on the assumption they're going to play one up top. And if they're going to do that, distribute to the centre-backs is fine. You know what? That's all good. We can play through that press. Well, for a striker, Vieira really hasn't had a good career. Yeah, he didn't hit his potential. I think his brother died quite tragically when he was like 18 or 19. And that did impact him off the pitch. But yeah, Carlos Vieira, top goal scorer at the Under-17s World Cup, and then just never did anything after that. Right, let's see how we do. Come on. It's a good team, innit? Is this how Sweden are going to line up in real life with Isak on the left? Swedish football fans, let me know. I've not seen any of your pre-World Cup stuff. I love these little cutscenes. I'm a sucker for a cutscene in a video game. I'm a simple man. I can't get over how detailed the ball is as well. Considering you never see the ball used, like, up close. Get on the boys. Also, the goalkeepers not having official kits always bothers me. When will we get licensed goalkeeper kits? When are we going to get the technology for that in Football Manager? Have you ever noticed that in kit packs? Keeper kits never exist. Can never have a goalkeeper custom kit added in. Oh my god, Alanga, please don't have my pants down. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. I'm calm. Right. We'll encourage. Just always encourage immediately. They had a 0.84, 62 actually off the first chance. Now they're actually 0.84. Are we washed? We're not having a lot of possession here. Right. Work the space, boys. Work the space. Pass and move. Fabric of the game. That's not a good pass there. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Panic! 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 Oh, it's Liverpool on Liverpool violence. Endo's just hacked down Alexander. I'm in pain. I've tried to play this pretty style of football where we have possession. I feel like this group's actually a pretty tough group. With respect to Tunisia, I think they're the weak link. But the other three teams are pretty good. That was the wrong kind of panic that my players did there. Oh my god, Zion Suzuki, you beautiful man! Let's go! Right. I was about to make tactical changes, but then a highlight began, so I guess we'll wait. Big stop by the keeper. Right. Oh, my word. Sugawara's having his pants pulled down. Don't foul him again. Please don't foul him again. Oh, my. What is happening? Ow, he's still in this. Right. Change things up. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. Suzuki can't play right mid. He kind of can. Oh. Okay. Endo. It's a bold move I'm going to make here, chat. I'm going to be brave. Sano, screening wide coverer. I want you to help double up on Isak. It does kind of mess up the shape unless I'm happy to have it Endo box to box, which I feel maybe I am. If I'm going to do this change, I think I change things like this. See, I feel like there's going to be a lot of space behind Isak. So I'm actually going to have Kubo play as a wide outlet, which is definitely a gamble, but they've not really looked like they're overlapping their left back. So I think it's okay. We're doing a lot of last-ditch blocks, which is, I mean, it's good, but it's not how you want to be winning the game, does it? Oh, please, please. I've made tactical changes. If they score now, I'm fuming. Okay, we're fine. Brave. Brave. And the highlight. Unless... Also, have they added some new adverts around the pitch with the new update? Has anyone seen a Lay's crisp advert before this update? Have we got new ad boards in the game with this new update? Am I going crazy? I feel like I just saw Qatar Airways, Lenovo, and something else before. I don't remember seeing crisp adverts. Now I'm hungry. All right, we've steadied the ship a little bit. They have got an XG of almost 3, but they've only had 2 shots on target. They added, chat, keep track of the ad boards. Let me know if you spot any more new ones. I've seen Qatar Airways and I've seen Lenovo. Is there any other ones you guys have seen? What is this one? I don't know. I think it's Chinese. I don't know. They've scored. Panic. Panic! I'm reading the ad boards. I really should be locked in. Hello there. How are you? Can I ask how far do you think Japan will get in the World Cup? Quarter-final. Am I using the real-life squad? We are, yeah. We're on the new update that made Japan playable. There's 3 players stood there. Why is Sugawara that far over? I want to go back. Can we go back and review chat? What happened here? Am I missing something? What is this? What is the Football Manager defensive AI doing here? What? Am I missing, like... I mean, Boval probably scores regardless, but there is some weird AI stuff that goes on in the match engine this year, and that's a good example of it. Like, what was that? Yeah, this Play FIFA advert's new as well. Oh, a Hisense mini LED TV. I'd love one of those. There's definitely new adverts. Chat, I'm being marketed to. We all wondered how Football Manager could afford to get the FIFA update. It turns out they're just selling ad space in the game to all FIFA sponsors. Oh, I need a Visa credit card now. Marketing works. Okay, right. We have been shitting that half. We're changing things. Now, they are playing with one striker, and their wide midfielders deeper. So for distribution, we're going to go fullbacks. We're going to play wider, and I want to focus the play on the wings. Get rid of work the ball into the box, because there's going to be times where we do need to put in crosses. Low crosses when they are going in, and we're going to go a tad more direct. Can Maeda play centre attacking mid? He can't. I feel like with this pace, he should be an absolute demon. Let's play him inside forward. Japan's going to destroy Sweden IRL. Do people think that? I feel like Japan this World Cup without Matoma are... Japan are always one of those teams which I think are greater than the sum of their parts, but I do worry for them a bit with the group they're in. Hey, Tiger, how's it going? Sweden seem massively overrated. Ego. I mean, that is fair. Isak's having a stinker, but I guess that's because he missed his pen. I've really tried to play like this sexy passing style of play out from the back, and I don't think it works in Football Manager this year. Japan beat Brazil recently. Chat, this might just be me. I put such little stock into friendlies, especially at the international level. I really feel like friendlies you can't read too much into. That might be a hot take. People are entitled to disagree with me. But in general, I think especially at the end of a season, players don't want to overexert themselves during the season. You know, unless you're playing for your spot in the team, which I feel like the Japan team's been fairly settled for a while, whereas the Brazil team, I don't know, it's a bit all over the place. I would not personally read into friendlies as like a sample, but that is just kind of an opinion that I have, and not everyone will agree, and that's fine. We're going to lose 1-0 again. We've been tragic. I won't swear. Also, did I forget to... I forgot to make subs. I was locked in. Like, if I go, look, I want to check now. I'm not going to pretend I check a load. Japan national team recent results. Like, they beat Iceland. Is that right? So their most recent game, they beat Iceland 1-0 with a last-minute goal. Like, they beat England and Scotland 1-0, but the England squad was the March squad where England brought a load of random players, like, just to trial them, basically, for Tuchel's last few spots. So they beat Scotland and England 1-0. Beat Iceland 1-0. They've won their last 3 friendlies 1-0. Right, they drew against Mexico, lost against the USA, and drew against Paraguay. They did beat Brazil. You know what? Fair play. They did beat Brazil. But it was in Japan. I noticed they played a lot of their games in Japan. I don't know. I feel like a World Cup camp is a very different experience. I like Japan a lot, chat. Just to be clear, I like Japan a lot, and like normally I'd back them to do quite well. I've just got reservations about them this World Cup, especially without Matoma, who is without a doubt like their best player. Oh wait, chat, we can't be out. We can't be out. If we could be out the World Cup here, I realised. I wasn't paying attention. We qualified. Okay, panic over. Panic over. We've drawn Mexico. Right. Now, I tried to reinvent the wheel earlier on, chat. Is it time to accept the wheel is quite well designed and that we should, you know, utilise the wheel more? I think it probably is. I think the wheel is quite good, and we should now use the wheel to keep the analogy going. I mean, it's still the same principles, it's just less asymmetric. I did have a conspiracy theory at one point this year, which was that asymmetric formations were nerfed in Football Manager. I don't know if that's like too conspiratorial. Oh, it's so boring to play this shape, but it does kind of sort the team. Who do I think will get surprisingly knocked out due to an upset? You see, it's really difficult to guess that, right? Because this year especially, like, so many third-place teams make it through now, chat, that I kind of feel like it's always difficult to have a massive upset in the group stage. I'm sure there will be one across the many groups, but actually being able to guess what group it might be in, like, I think is pretty much impossible. And then in terms of predicting what happens in the knockouts, because of the way third seeds from third place teams are integrated into the knockouts, we don't actually know how the brackets are going to line up yet. So, like, you can't, with that kind of prediction on who do you think will not make it, like, who do you think will crash out early, like, you almost can't really call it based on opposition. You've basically got to call it based on what you think will happen. Which I don't love. Hey, you can check out how all the group stage. We'll check it out once the group stage is done. It's not done yet. Chat, do you have any predictions of who's gonna, you know, have a shocker? Let's have a look at the groups. I just feel, when I look through these groups, I feel like there's always one team that I think is more likely to struggle than the others. Like in Group A, it's South Africa. Group B is pretty even. I feel like Qatar, Canada, and Bosnia could all be battling it out. I feel like Group C, like Haiti's the obvious team to struggle with respect to Haiti. Although I know Haiti got quite a good result recently. Like, I really hate the third teams going through. Because a bit like ourselves in the second game, we lost 2 games and won 1, and yet we go through. And that, to me, just doesn't feel right. I'll tell you what, Curacao got a draw against Ecuador. Respect. Haiti are a tropical team playing in tropical conditions. Whereabouts is Haiti's group stage games being played? Because the USA, Canada, and Mexico is a massive place. I don't know where their games are actually played. I don't know if I'm going to like the group stage chat with all the extra games or not. Is anyone else a bit apprehensive? Or am I in the minority? Croatia finishing bottom of that group's a shocker, actually. Wow. What happened there? I did a Germany save very early on in the World Cup mode. I was very underwhelmed by the Germany team. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some very talented German footballers. But when I compare it to, like, German teams of previous World Cups, I was, like, a bit whelmed. Boston, Philadelphia, and Atlanta. Are Atlanta, Boston, and Philadelphia tropical? Wait, who did Brazil get knocked out to? They got knocked out by Sweden. See, chat, Sweden are massive. Oh, the Netherlands got knocked out by Scotland. That's concerning, considering we couldn't beat them. Germany can't disappoint. We Germans don't expect much. That's fair. Wow, Scotland always seems to do quite well in the World Cup mode when I've played it. I'm not sure I'd describe Boston in the USA as tropical. But I could chat. I'm an uneducated buffoon, so what would I know? I'm going to put a higher line of engagement on here just because we're starting with players sat deeper now, with the two wide players dropping, so I don't mind them pressing a bit higher. Hey, Micro, I'm doing good, thank you, mate. How are you? Scott McTominay for years I thought was overrated in Football Manager, and now I just fully accept the fact that the researcher for Scotland and for Manchester United was just absolutely correct, and I was wrong, and I'm sorry. I'm just looking forward to having something to keep me awake during the quiet night shifts. That's fair. I've always thought I'd be quite good, well suited to like a job that involved night shifts. I remember when I wouldn't have been in maybe my early 20s. There was a guy who I used to play like a few different games with who worked like in a security job working nights. And I always thought it was just the most chill job ever because he was just gaming all night. I feel like not every night shift job is like that. If Scotland just had better goalkeepers and strikers, they'd actually be half decent. Whoa, disrespect. I was going to say to Gordon. Is Gordon Scotland's national team keeper? There must be a better Scottish keeper. There has to be. Get Grant Hanley back in the team. Well done on bargain. Do you get paid to go on it? You get your prize money and you get to keep the jacket. Where did I put chat? Look, I wore it earlier. If people were late to the thing, like, I had my bargain hunt jacket out earlier. Look at that. Chat, I'm selling this for £400. This is how I'm going to fund my World Cup kits. I will sell you the bargain hunt jacket. I need to make some money back. To be fair, they cover all your expenses on bargain hunt and you get paid out the money that you make from the auction, which obviously is not guaranteed money. I really should be locked in here. We're playing Mexico. Right, Jack, focus! Oh, my word. Okay, that nearly went in. Good save, keeper. Is Angus Gunn the other keeper? Surely not. Surely not. Yeah, I am going to be Dad the Space. So people who missed the announcement, I tweeted out about it. Very, very cute tweet, but I appreciate not everyone uses the Bird app. There is a little babby on the way in this house. A little later on in the year, got a little baby boy on the way, chat. So, coinciding right with the launch of next Football Manager, unless they delay it, so I planned that really well. I've just seen how they're playing. I actually don't mind the way we're set up to play versus their shape. They're playing like a 3-4-3 with no centre attacking mid. Can chat pick their middle name? No. Also, my dog hates the Mexican national team for reasons we've not yet established, so I really need to win this for him. Oh my word, we're going to win it for him. Let's go. Don't. What an assist. Are you allowed to sell the jacket? They didn't say I couldn't sell the jacket from Bargain Hunt. And there are some on eBay. But none of them will have my smell except the one here. Who doesn't want a... You know, I feel like some female influencers sell their bathwaters. Why can I not smell my Bargain Hunt jacket smelling of me? Project Mbappe. Oh, it's going to be Project Harry Kane in our household. I mean, because Wok is Singaporean, chat, I can say that now because she's been on bloody bargain hunt. I'll still call her Wok, even though we all now know my wife's actual name. You know, we've got the backup option. You know, if the England national team doesn't come calling, Singapore are desperate. We'll get a little baby to the World Cup somehow. I'm saying that. Singapore aren't making the World Cup, are they? This is the first knockout round for people just coming in. Also, we finally started playing good football. I can't believe it. We've scored a header, which as a team that aren't exactly the most physically tall nor threatening, that's a shocker. If Singapore and Malaysia combined, we would have had a chance. But the thing is, haven't Malaysia been banned? Am Malaysia not banned? I know they got in trouble for forging passports and like giving some South American players Malaysian nationality to play for the national team or something. I can't remember the exact details, so I don't want to get it wrong. But as far as I'm aware, Malaysia were being a bit naughty with their registration of players. 7 players banned. There you go. Chat, have you heard that story? There was like some South American players who were signed to play in Malaysia, and then I think within like less than 2 years of them being in Malaysia, they were like being given passports to represent Malaysia or something sketch to that effect. Which I'm not really sure how they thought they were going to get away with it, and I've definitely got the abridged details incorrect there to some extent. But they did just try and... It's like they've turned on the in-game editor and gone, yeah, we'll just make them Malaysian. Got impatient with their building a nation. Right. Well, aren't you playing some quite nice football there? Who would have thought? Maybe asymmetric formations just got nerfed this year in FM. Maybe that's what it is. Right, Doan, can you score a banger? Oh my god, he nearly did. Wait, is Ochoa still in goal for Mexico? He can't be their first choice keeper still. Akinfeev and Ochoa just... I don't believe they're real players outside of World Cups. So the only reason I'm slightly sad that Russia aren't competing at the World Cup is because I like to see my annual reminder that Akinfeev still exists. Although he's probably... I think he has retired now. But Ochoa's still around. This is too far out to shoot, surely. Yeah, it was too far out. As if Ochoa... Where is Ochoa? Is he playing in Mexico again now? Akinfeev is still not retired. There's certain goalkeepers I'm convinced only exist in, like, the national teams. Who knows? Maybe if Russia get their shit together, he can play at the next World Cup. I mean, we'll see. Ochoa, isn't there keeping the sticker book? But the sticker book also has gay as a Crystal Palace player. I want a refund. Oh, don't. Please. Please! With it the post. I should make some subs. We're looking good. I've made a few changes and it's worked. Hey, the Venerable Goody, how are you, mate? Jack and chat, I've got my dream job in Washington, moving next month. Can't tell anyone IRL until I get a visa, but over for the moon. We won't say anything, but mate, that is sick. Congrats. Is that Washington... Oh, I was about to say Washington State or Washington, D.C. You've literally read it, and I can't read. Reading is challenging, to be fair. You know what? I think we bring Tanaka in... Move Kubo wide. Bring in Kamada through the middle. I need Maeda for the pace. And then we'll bring in Suzuki up front. Why? Oh, it's the wrong Suzuki. Chat, how many times have I brought the wrong Suzuki in? Oh, wait, I subbed off the other Suzuki. Ignore me. You know what? We'll just stick with that. Reading is overrated. True. How did I unlock Japan in the World Cup mode? If you download the update that came out today for Football Manager, it has all the real squads now added with a June start date. That's a penalty. How has that not been given? And Japan are playable in the new update as of today. Was wondering what you think of Areola to Liverpool. Is Areola going to Liverpool? I mean, if Alisson's on his way out, then there is a need for a keeper. I think you could do a lot worse. Is Alisson officially on his way out now, chat? I know he's been linked with like a move to Italy for a while. I feel like I'm at that point now. I don't. Maybe it's just me. I'm fatigued with internet rumours around transfers, and I read so many rumours around transfers. I don't know what's been confirmed, what is happening, what's not happening, what was just a rumour. Referee! Red, get him off! He's running down the tunnel already. He knows he's gone. He's killed him. No penalty. Sorry, you better be given a fucking red card there. Oh, he has been sent off. I've never seen a red card and a penalty check at once. Did he try and run away there? It was like he ran away so the ref couldn't book him. What game was it where you used to be able to do that? Oh, no, chat, what have we done? If they... What is this? If they now scored down a man... Could you... Okay, good save, Zion. Let's bring in Nagatomo. That was a mental tackle for the red guy. Just murdered him. I heard a murder on the dance floor. How about murder at the edge of the 18-yard box? I once got murdered on the dance floor, chat. I was very drunk in my freshers week at university, and I got into a dance-off with someone. I was very intoxicated. I didn't realise they were studying performing arts. And I'm going to say their dance moves significantly better than my drunken robot. I'll admit it. I was murdered. I think I crawled to the bar out of shame. Still got the trauma now. It's been 10 years. Right. Let's get another goal, please. Never mind. Okay, that's probably the chance. I think I would have got the crowd vote. I think you're right. You know, it was a biased audience. Okay, 2-0. Oh, you meant Areola. You're just crap at typing. Oh, I like Areola. A great appointment for Liverpool. I like the fact that Areola got translated, autocorrected to Areola. Areola wouldn't be a bad backup keeper for Liverpool. Shows your sober robot. Nah, chat. The sober robot's not as good. It lacks the rigidity. Personally, you know, I don't think professional dancers should be getting into dance-offs on dance floors in nightclubs. That's just my 2 cents. I think that ruins the vibe. Oh, chat, we're playing England. Right, well, we are not favourites for this next game, but I believe. Germany beat South Korea. What else happened? France only scraped through. Does anyone else get annoyed that when you go to... if you go to like the World Cup screen, then click on stages... is it stage I'm thinking about? Or fixtures? No, I think it's stages. Before you select the group stage, it always defaults to the final. I think it's if you're not on the group stage, right? So if I look at the second round here, then go back, they might have fixed this bug. But it used to be that whenever you click on this, it would like go to the final. It looks like they fixed it in the update, which is good. Norway knocked out Belgium. Drama. Lots of 1-0s. God, England are good. It's like a boxer getting into a bar fight. Exactly, chat. I just don't think it's right, really. If England win the World Cup, do we get a drunken kebab stream? You know what, chat? I'll make that promise to you now. Wow. Spain knocked out Argentina. The fact that Spain can play Argentina in the first knockout round is wild. I feel like if we lose to England, like I can be... It's not, like, awful. Is that fair? Like, I could lose to embarrassing teams and crash out. I feel like losing to losing to England, no shame. I do wonder, can you, chat, is it a bad idea to, like, play a foot, like, out of possession with 2 centre attacking mids? I just play like this. If I can stop the service to, like, Bellingham and Rice, I feel like that would be ideal. They play with 1 centre attacking mid, one centre defensive mid to progress the play. They've changed their shape up a bit throughout. Yes, SI might kill me. Yeah, chat. SI do send an army of snipers to your house. I might be cooking it. I kind of think I should play Maeda in this game for his pace. Who are England playing at centre-back? Gay and Stones. I think I can bully John Stones. I think we use Maeda to bully John Stones. That's my game plan. Discuss. He's so quick. Chat, he just looks like a bug. If you saw a regen with this polygon, you would roll your eyes, wouldn't you? Go, fuck it out, the new generation this year in Football Manager's bad. You would think that. Don't pretend you wouldn't. I'm just wondering if I've got a better alternative to Suzuki. Is it? Oh, Ito's. What happened to Ito? I feel like he used to be really quick. Didn't he, chat? I might be wrong here. Did Ito get in some controversy with, like, some legal case where some dodgy stuff came out? Was it all? I don't know what happened there. I don't even remember the exact details. I feel like it's the kind of thing that we probably shouldn't even speculate or discuss on stream. But I assume, based on the fact it's in the national team, that nothing came of it. He used to be so quick. I was expecting him to be a little speedster, and he's a bit... Well, apparently he's in his prime years. He's 33. He's past his prime. Who are my other right mid options? I just want someone who's quick. I mean, Nakamura would have been good, but he's injured. I could play Nagatomo at right mid. No, let's not do that. I think we start Ito just because I fancy Suzuki as a bit of a super sub against a tiring defence. That's my plan. Right, chat. We're taking on England. Lads, it's England. We need to stop it coming home. Do you believe? Have you noticed how the dressing room is bugged in this update, by the way? It's got the World Cup football, but it's not got the World Cup kits nor the Japan FA badge in the background. It's like using the default pink Football Manager kits, which I have there. I have the kit in the background of the game, in the background behind me. Okay, right. Come on, Daisen. I'm picking you for this game for the pace. We want to bully Johnson. They're starting Jordan Henderson. Wait, where's Bellingham? Is Jude to investigate? I can't look at the... Imagine being able to look at the opposition team to find out where Bellingham is. Why would I want to do that? Why would you ever need to do that? That'd be a stupid thing, wouldn't it? He's on the bench. They have benched Bellingham. Is he tired? Can't check that info. Don't have access to it. Great game. Why would I want to check stuff during a game of Football Manager? Henderson is better than Jude Bellingham. Football Manager confirms it. All right. Immediately shouting courage. Also, the kit's very nice. Is this the away kit? The black kit? I don't remember seeing the black kit when I was in Japan. In the Adidas stores. I thought they had a blue and a white kit. Have they got another kit? I thought the away kit was white. Am I wrong? Oh, Harry Kane's good. Harry Kane's good, isn't he? That bloke's good at football. I mean, we do have prevent crosses on as an instruction, but Saka can put in a cross. Could Suzuki have done better? Yes. Yeah, he could have done, couldn't he? It's not great. I mean, one shot, one goal. We're not having a lot of possession. I think we go more direct. Oh, chance! Imagine. Don't! Jordan Pickford's good. I don't know what happened to my voice there. What just happened? I like hit an octave I didn't know I had. Also, how have we been live for 2 hours? Today's stream's gone so fast. I appreciate you all hanging out with me today. I've been enjoying doing these little World Cup streams. Mostly because it's getting me in the World Cup mood, but also it kind of helps you see some of the teams, some of the draws that could happen. And I like making the YouTube thumbnails where it's me just wearing a different tracksuit from a different national team with the World Cup flag of the nation behind. Maeda, chat, look at the run. This is why we've brought him in. We've scored! The 2 boys we brought into the team! Come on! That was me clapping, by the way. My hands are in the air. It wasn't anything else. Woo! Dyson, he can just run quick. Look at the little pirouette. Genius. He meant to do that. He's played it off the defender. Great pass. Come on! Let's go! I wish I knew what let's go in Japanese was. I literally know no Japanese. I know konnichiwa and kawaii. Which I feel like I should know more considering I was just in Japan, but I don't. I think I learned how to say excuse me, but I've now forgotten how to say it. I think our players were doing the scuba diving celebration. Right, half-time, 1-1. Great performance so far. Ignore our pass map. What is this? What's happened here, lads? What's their out of possession shape? Let's put progress through unbalanced, because playing through the middle against that trio is not smart. Right, get shouty. I did see Sweden are winning 4-0, chat. What if Sweden win the whole thing? Sumimasen, thank you. That's excuse me. See, I haven't said it with confidence because I've said it so many times. I loved being in Japan, by the way, chat. Japan was so cool as a country. Very grateful for the fact that when Wok and I went, we didn't just do Tokyo. Like, we really went around the country a lot. We went to, like, Fuji, went to the Japanese Alps, further north, near Toyama. It was just great to see so much of the country. Oh, my word, they've hit the crossbar. Right, they're making subs. They've brought on Jude Bellingham and Rashford. Chat, we could be in trouble. I don't have that caliber of substitute to bring in. Nagatomo in Ito is exhausted and I have no left back. Right, Tomiyasu, you are now a left back. Congrats on the bargain and experience. Thank you, James. Thank you. I had the bargain and jacket on earlier. Okay, Kubo off. Suzuki on. Get the speedsters in. Doan off. Shiogai on. Shiogai's not really... He's not great. I guess I can play him further forward and then play him as a tracking winger. That works. I mean, is this over-defensive? Maybe, but it's working. I want Maeda as a splitting outlet. Same with Suzuki. Split and be an outlet. Use your pace in the channels. Now, I will admit, yeah, in terms of chance creation, England are dominant. But there are not many highlights happening, and we are also Japan. And we've got a set piece. Ito, he already has one. Imagine if he gets another. He shoots! It was going in. It was going in. It was going in. We still got the corner. I feel like we've got no aerial ability. But what would I know? We have no aerial ability. Sheer guy. Oh my God, Nagatomo! The 39-year-old right back. What are you doing? What is that? You're a right back. You're a pensioner. You're not meant to do that. Was that on his weaker foot? What on earth is that? Come on! Vamos! I would say let's park the bus now. Maybe I should have parked the bus. There's a highlight immediately. Imagine. Oh, God. This England team's quite good in Football Manager. Kane. Don't hurt me, Kane. Saka. I was about to say Baka. Isn't that Baka? Is Baka Japanese? I feel like I've heard that said in some kind of weeb culture thing. Not that I know anything about that, Miles Wide. Harry Kane, you are average. Balance mentality now. Balance mentality. We just see this through. Let's bring in fresh legs as well, actually. Sano off. Tanaka on. That's my final sub. Baka is like gross. There you go. Does that work then? Not sure. Chat, we're holding on. The tide is high, but I'm holding on. I'm going to be your number one. Right, praise the players. 4 minutes and a dream. Hold! 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 Come on! It's coming home. No, it's not. Fuck off back home, England. Come on, Japan. Come on. Danica loves it. Stop yapping. She's speaking Japanese to me. Exit. Come on. Canada beats Scotland. Sorry to the Scottish viewers. Who have we got next? England criticised. Get Tommy T fired. Get me in. Oh, we've got... Chat, how are we playing Sweden when we played them in the group stage? I'll save the game. There's got to be something wrong with the way that the cup draw is done. I understand that with 3 teams making it through some groups, like, you're going to meet before the final because you can't just put teams neatly opposite side of the brackets. But meeting in the quarterfinals? Sus. Can you become the first World Cup winner after finishing 3rd in your group? Dare to dream. Nagatomo, 39. 39. Nagatomo sets the record as Japan's oldest ever goal scorer. Chat, he's almost 40. Now, we have evolved our tactic, haven't we? Let's be honest, we have evolved since we took on Sweden before. We are now shithousers playing a 4-4-2 out of possession and a 4-2-3-1 in possession. I legit wouldn't be shocked if England got beaten 2-1 by China in the Royal World Cup. Honestly, me neither. Not having Matoma makes me sad. He'd be so good for our system. Oh, check. Isaac Kien. Now, if you can remember when I managed Bromma Poikina years ago, that was during the lockdown. I think that was 6 years ago, chat. We actually did a save game playing in like the 3rd tier of Sweden, and we signed Isaac Kien when he was playing in like this division here. He was playing in the 3rd division of Sweden, and we signed him. Look at the career this man's gone on to have. Like, he was playing in the 3rd division 8 years ago. At 19, he was playing in the 3rd division of Sweden, having been released by AIK. And now he's, like, playing in Serie A on the regular in real life. Like, what a crazy, like, turnaround of a career. He'll always be a little Hall of Famer in my mind. I love it when there's players that you kind of have experiences with in Football Manager, and then they really go on to have good footballing careers that, like, you thought there was a chance because of Football Manager, but, like, you would not have ever noticed it without Football Manager. Right. Sweden up next. Okay. Injury problems worse. He's got a bruised ankle for 1 to 2 days. Why are you making me panic? 3 players set to miss the next match. What do you mean? No! Okay, that one might be a problem. Ito was good for us last game. Oh, that's suboptimal. I guess Suzuki's playing right mid again. Is Tanaka going to be back? On the bench, but definitely not starting. I guess the thing is, if a player's like fit enough to... if a player's fit enough to like play at all, you can just put them on the bench. France are out the World Cup. They got knocked out by... Chat, Canada have just knocked France out the World Cup. Canada are into the semi-finals. What is going on? I hope they're on our side of the bracket. I'm a Burnley fan. I was managing Wolfsburg in the summer of 2022. I signed a player called Jordan Bayer to be my backup right back. 2 years later, he signed for Burnley in real life. I always love it when you like make a signing that happens in real life in Football Manager. Canada are huge, chat. The USA are still... Chat, this is a whimsy World Cup. Sometimes you get a World Cup on the whimsy meter. This is full-blown whimsy. There could be a USA-Canada final. Has this game sped up between clicks from an update or mod? I've not changed anything. Maybe it's been made quicker, but I've not done anything. Right, we've just knocked out England. Ito at left-back is tired. I kind of want to give him a rest. Did Watanabe get fully recovered? I think he's okay. Did he get recovered in time? He did. Even without the ability to rest players still get tired in Football Manager. One day they'll get it working, chat. Kubo's tired, but he's just too good to drop. Okay, let's go. Can you become a national team manager in a regular season? You can, Will Meister. So international management is now in Football Manager, as it's always been in Football Manager before. But there is now this World Cup mode where, as of today, you can now actually use the real World Cup squads and start the week of the tournament. And after you play through, so say I've played through this World Cup save game with Japan, you can continue beyond the World Cup, which I absolutely love. Right, we already know this Sweden team. We played them in the group stage. They beat us 1-0. Have skins broken again this update? I wasn't using one, Juan, before this update, so I'm not sure, but it's not a massive update, this one. So if it has broken skins, I imagine they'll be updated quickly. Okay, come on! Let's go. I hate the World Cup logo. Does anyone else hate the World Cup logo this year, where it's just like the photorealistic World Cup in a 2 and a 6? I like it when the World Cup like has an artsy design like logo that's kind of tied into the host nation / nations in some way. It just feels a bit corporate and soulless. Maybe that reflects a certain host nation. Maybe, allegedly. How come Japan and Sweden are on the same side of the draw if they're in the same group? Did one of them come third? We came third in the group. We came third. Sweden came second. The Netherlands finished top and then got knocked out immediately. Okay. Let's see how we do. Now, we got battered by this team before, just as a word of warning. Sweden are very good in FM. Some would argue they're good in real life. I'll say they're good in FM. Okay, good save early doors. Shout encouragement. Do I want to be on attacking mentality here? I'm going to make the same change we made against England, chat. Mixed for our build-up, slightly wider. Just because I think the 3-on-3 battle through the middle is just a battle not worth fighting. I kind of like just having all 11 men behind the ball as well. It's like, yeah, you could pass it around your centre-backs. That's fine with us. We're just going to chill in a nice compact block. We'll press a little bit man for man like this, but then we're going to get back into shape after the initial press. Bergval's through. Shit! That's a good finish, isn't it? Blimey. He hit the... Oh, I've just knocked over a bottle there. He hit the post there like it owed him his lunch money. Now, what happened here? I thought we were quite good and set up nicely. I mean, Endo's covering for the centre-back who presses. I do question why Itakura pressed so hard there, but what would I know? Chat, I'm panicking. We knocked out England. Imagine knocking out England to go out to Sweden. With respect to Sweden. Obviously, Sweden are a good team, as we've already established. We're not having a ton of the ball, so let's get rid of work ball into box. And I miss when there was a goalkeeper distribution option just to be any, like, your whole defence. Let's change distribution to balanced. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Where's my big bottle? Here it is. I've got the big bottle. Hey, A1 Ward, how you doing, mate? Are you good? Endo, you've got to make up, mate, for things. Suzuki, we like this. We like this. Sugawara. Maeda, the pace, the volley, the finish, the goal! Lasso! Dyson is so quick. Oh, my God. 18 acceleration, 18 pace. What is this pass, by the way? Have you ever seen this pass executed in real life? You haven't. That is not a pass that happens in real world football. If you can find me that goal happening in real life, chat, I will give you £10. That's just... Sometimes Football Manager stuff happens in Football Manager. You go, that's not how it would happen. I feel like the physics involved in that pass aren't physically possible. Like a looping across pass ball like that. Oh, imagine if they just score immediately. Don't imagine it. Panic. We're fine. I mean, the finish was nice. You know, don't take anything away from the finish. Finish was great. I just question how it got there. Oh, God. Isak on the left wing is a bloody menace. I do think right back is our weakest spot. Suzuki, Swift, Maeda, he's through again, he scores again, I am loving it! The McDonald's advert vanished there, as did the commentary. Oh my word, what is that? Come on! Just boot it to the fast man. It's a new game plan. Just play through balls, it's like we're playing goals. Just spam through balls. Hey, Jacob, how you doing? Mate, thank you very much for the love. I hope people who watched the bargaining episode enjoyed it. It was a bit silly to be involved in. Like, the missus just applied because she thought it'd be funny and didn't think we'd actually get in. But loads of you guys have been saying that watched it. Even if you don't normally watch it, maybe it was funny just seeing me not at a desk. I don't like it when people see I have legs. I'm a bit of a leg-phobic person, so now lots of people have seen I do indeed have feet. They're on the attack. Gyökeres, miss it! What a save! It's like I'm playing Rocket League. Right, we're going balanced. We're going balanced, and... I feel like I want to change something, chap, but I don't really know what I want to change. Now, you know what? Don't change anything. We'll just go to balanced. Well, the red team nice. They were lovely and very chatty, and then once we started filming, they got very competitive and no longer wanted to talk to us. When they found out they didn't win, they looked quite annoyed in the episode. I don't know if anyone else noticed that. They look like I didn't register that because I was too busy celebrating because we bloody won. Spoilers for the bargain episode, by the way. They were very competitive. Oh, Kubo from kickoff. Daizen's on for the hat trick, by the way. Could still happen. Why not believe Sugawara? Space. Work it. Work it. Work it. Be active. feel like the ad boards behind it. I'm noticing them more today than previously. There's lots of slogans that just are great for commentary references. I'm sure you've been asked, but what did you spend the money on? Kebab. Now, we got like a meze platter from this Mediterranean restaurant that we quite like. And then the rest went just toward... The rest was just cash that we kept around for like haircuts and the stuff you need cash for. Sano! Chat, could we win the World Cup as Japan? Could we do it? Could we? We only score good goals. Oh, is this one of those stupid long highlights? We'll just watch it anyway because it's good vibes. How did Sano find space here? Who is that for them? Elanga! What a numpty. That's an unreal finish. Nakatomo taught in that one. Right, shall we change things up? I think I need fresh legs. Sugawara's tired. Bring in the old man. Suzuki in. I'm going to take... Can Suzuki... Oh, it's the wrong bloody Suzuki. And the other Suzuki's on the pitch. How many times have I made that error, by the way? I'm going to bring in Kamada for Kubo. Because Kubo was already tired. Tanaka in. Then Ito on at left back. We've got tired legs. All right, praise the players. There's still a lot of time left to be played here. We've scored 3 goals there in 7 minutes. Dare to dream. I'll tell you what, it'd be well funny if the USA make it through. Japan, Norway, Canada and USA as the final 4 at the World Cup. Assuming we win. There's still football to be played here. Sweden are good as well. Oh, I don't like this. Iari. There's 4 players in the middle. Great defending, though. We love that. Now we break. Now we break. Ducks fly together. Kamada's not quick, but he's got fresh legs. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Dream. Dream, my friends. Dare to. Come on. This is a very long highlight. Do we want to watch Hill? You know what? Let's enjoy the counter-attack. We have so many players back. Like, no one is left forward. Ducks fly together. That's a great little outball. This run, by the way. Look at this. Look at him. He just goes, he goes. You think, shoot, have a go. Unselfish. Oh, the back heel. Chat, that is unreal. That's filthy. I think he just got me pregnant. Okay, everyone remain calm, because there is still time left here, but we are into the semis. I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't say it. There's still 20 minutes left. We look like we could make the semis. Oh, imagine if we score again. This is revenge for them beating us 1-0 in the group stage. Kamada. What's he doing? He should have scored. He did everything well till the finish. We actually have a way lower XG than them, but you know what? It's not about your XG, it's about what you do with it. I think that applies to many things in life, but in this instance, definitely XG. I feel a bit bad for Ueda, our striker, because we've dropped him in favour of Dyson, and Dyson's just been great. Oh my word, he's through again. He's through again. Impossible angle. Smart play. Sensible. Stop the count. Stop the count. They're already dead. What has happened? What have we done? We were crap in the group stage. I mean, we were quite crap in this game as well early on. We tinkered a little bit with the tactics, changed the distribution. Oh, bloody hell. Right, remain calm, everyone. Natasha, thank you for the 6 months. Ducks fly together. I need to know how to say ducks fly together in Japanese. It can't be that difficult. Let me check on my phone. How to say ducks, good save keeper, in Japanese. Okay, let's give it a listen. Are you ready? I think we're going to struggle with that, aren't we? Ahiro ga iso ni tobu. I don't know why I put a weird accent on. I panicked. Come on! I reckon I nailed that pronunciation. Ducks fly together. It's a bit easier to say in English, I'm afraid to say. Nagatomo. Do some more stuff. The 40-year-old monster. The beast from the east. That's what they call me because I'm from Lincolnshire. But in this instance, we're talking about the legend at right back. Oh, he's off. He's off. Learn the offside roll, Victor. Please tell me he's off or I look like an idiot. He's running back with the ball. He's confident he's on. Okay, I'm not a linesman. Did that look off to anyone else? I'm not even going to investigate it. I thought he was off, but he wasn't. If they get another back, there's 3.5 minutes. Do I need to panic? If we bottle it from here, chat, I'll delete my YouTube channel. They're not scoring 3 in 4 minutes. They're just not. They're just not. It's not happening. Also, did you just see the advert behind the goal there was for the football at the World Cup, the Trionda? The marketing's worked. I don't always remember the World Cup football names other than the Jabulani. But I know the Trionda. Alright, let's go. Also, the new gen faces in game. Can we agree that they look shit? Like, you know, you've moved to Unity and they've got worse. Yeah, it looks okay actually on the little size here. Which isn't really saying a great deal. But what is that? Like, I went round Japan quite a lot a few months ago. Didn't see anyone who looked like that. That's all I'm going to say. Can you Gambi work for UCFM26? It can be. It can be. I just choose not to because I like to rant at the regen faces. Also, Mohawks. Mohawks never die. Right, what happened in the other World Cup game? Will the USA make it through? Place your bets. No. No, we're playing Uruguay. How did Uruguay do? They've got Darwizzy up top. Do I need to be scared? They won 3-1. They've only beaten Austria and Australia narrowly. They're 11th in the world rankings. Outstanding Sano captures the imagination. His goal was unreal, to be fair. Dysen's got 3 goals and 3 assists, chat. Player of the tournament, question mark? I would take Darwin Núñez back at Liverpool on a free, chat. I would. Has he been released officially yet? In one of my Football Manager say games at the World Cup, he was like released during the tournament, I think. I feel like Darwin Núñez coming back to Liverpool without the pressure of the price tag. Like, I think it could work. I felt there was definitely games this year as a Liverpool fan where I was like, I miss Darwin. I miss him. Chat, that is a weird set of semi-finals, isn't it? Okay, Taniguchi. In terms of injuries, that's not the worst. Does anyone believe yet? We struggled to sell him. Now he can't even play in Saudi. I mean, the reason we struggled to sell Núñez was because of his salary. And the reason he's not been played in Saudi is because of the stupid registration rules and silly transfer businesses deals being done by the Saudi teams. Chat, why are my players all tired? I thought they fixed that. Did they not fix it? I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand that as the World Cup goes on, some players probably should be tired. But, actually, it's slightly better now. It's still not great. Ito's still injured. I'll tell you what, I have no real attacking mid options, do I? With Ito and Nakamura both out, that really kills the wide options. You're playing Gega Press with much more often trigger press. I honestly ignore what it says up here. I just picked a random tactical style for setting things up. When it came to going through the wizard. I really should have just picked the blank press. I mean, we are playing with a high press, counter pressing and pressing more. But that's in conjunction with having all our players drop deeper initially. So we kind of press from a deeper spot. Itakura kind of needs a rest. I guess I can bring in Ito again, can't I? And then play Ito at left back and Tomiyasu at the back. That was close to my starting defence, actually. God, the tired legs are bad because I don't really have anyone I can bring in. Watched 2 FM World Cups and played one today. Norway in the semis in all 3. Nerf Haaland. Haaland is just very good, isn't he, in Football Manager? I kind of want to bring in Nagatomo, chat. The intrusive thoughts are telling me bring him in, but he's our super sub. Right. We're taking on Uruguay. Suzuki's not fit. Doesn't matter. Why does it show Ito as wanted? It's the national team, not Football Manager. We don't have the technology to remove the club-related icons. Right, ducks fly together. How excited are the players? Don't. I'm storming out. I don't want to discuss that. Don't talk to me about how we have a chance to make it. We got a chat. I actually do need to start paying a bit more attention. When I'm streaming, I'm definitely in entertainer mode. But now we've made the semi-finals, I kind of do actually want to win a little bit. Okay, in possession. Okay, so see, out of possession, they're playing with 2 strikers. I do not want to be playing it short to centre-backs when they've got 2 players who can man-mark our centre-backs. So let's update that immediately. But I actually like the progress through the middle with narrow attacking width on, because that's going to give us the 2-on-1 battle. Oh, sorry, the 3-on... the 3-on-2 battle with our 2 centre mids versus our players. They've got their left mid as a tracking wide midfielder, which means he's going to drop in deep. Sugawara's going to have a lot of space to run into on that right-hand side. I believe... I just want to do more shouts. Let me shout some more. Look at the stats. Look at the stats. We're massive. Nothing. We're not being shown any of the highlights. Now they're on the attack. I'm panicking. Everyone is on screen for us defensively. I don't want to say we're playing with quite a lot of men behind the ball. Oh my word. Valverde's scary, isn't he? Good save, Zion. We like that. All right, encourage. If you're drawing, you encourage. If you're winning, you're praised. If you're losing, you demand more. There's the strategy of shouts. Okay, I'm looking at the stats. I'm a bit concerned that we've not had a highlight. And yet we've had all these shots. It's not great. Shit, Valverde. Panic! Panic! Away! We've got so many players back. Everyone, chat, look at our team. It's a bloody wall of blue. It's a wall of blue. Right, corners. Near post. Look for it. I wish I wasn't being shown that. That's just annoying. Our game plan is defend with everyone, then break quickly with loads of players that can run fast. Football is a complicated sport, isn't it? Defend deep. Do initiate a press eventually. Oh, linesman, please. VAR, please. I think he's on. Our defensive line looked wobbly. pain. There is no training, Terry, in international football. I think he's off there, Lido. I think right shoulder. It depends on how bodacious Watanabe's arse is, to be fair. Either way, not a good defensive line. Look at the stats before they scored, chat. I was forecast a podium. I just realised even if we lose this game, there's the third, fourth place playoff. Which I think is woke, personally. I love the chat says, that's on, and then the next comment is, miles off. Dyson, please! He's hit the post. That was the chance. That was the chance. Oh, we've been good. We've been good early. You know what? I'm going to encourage. Even though we're down, I think we're second favourites in this game, so we can still encourage. We're not going to throw the baby out the bathtub, or what's the expression? Is it the bathwater out the... I can't remember. Chat, what's the expression that involves baths and babies? I don't think it's baby out the... I can't remember. Don't throw your baby out the bathtub. I learned that on Instagram recently as a dad-to-be. The baby out the bathwater. I like the fact that everyone else is right. Oh, chat, Valverde scored again. I'm just discussing bathwater. Oh my, they've hit us on the break twice. I'm in agony. I mean, it's a very similar goal again, isn't it? Now, I will admit, I will, confess, we are playing a high line. I feel like it's harsh to be 2 goals down. They've had 2 shots on target. Valverde's murdered me from deep. What role have they got him on? Shallow midfielder exploiters. If you know, you know. They're playing with no centre attack in mid, so I'm going to play our 2 centre mids further forward in the second half. And we're going to play with our own shallow midfielder in Sardo. Suzuki is very, very tired. Can Ueda play right mid? No, not at all. Right, we'll play Kubo on the right and Ueda through the middle. Does that work? Why am I getting warning messages? You know what? I'll just ignore the warnings. Oh, Kubo's so tired. Right, you know what? Nagatomo, in you come. I don't really want to change how we play that much because I don't think we've been that bad. I'm going to bring in Tanaka for Endo because he's a bit more competent on the ball. Unfortunately, chat, in Football Manager this year, there's actually not a great deal you can do to stop those centre mid runs from deep that Valverde does. The AI just doesn't really pick them up. What is this highlight? Why is it starting with us shooting? The channel midfielder role at centre mid, very good this year at making those runs forward, which the AI just doesn't pick up. Like Sarno's doing here, by the way. I'll confess, I've put him on the role because I know what I'm doing. Oh my, what a save! What a save! I mean, we've got some luck through this run so far. I need us to do something now. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. I wish I had some more inspirational subs. I'm gonna cut here. I feel like we just try and absolutely run rampant in the middle now. I think we really just try and funnel the play through the middle as much as possible. We can look for overlaps on both flanks now. I want us to try and play through the press, but pass it to feet. Because we've got so many players in the middle who are going to be close together. If I lose about similar player cam, absolutely not. I'm playing for the bronze. But that's not the way I want to think, chat. We want to go for it. I want to try and really overwhelm their centre mid setup, but I mean, I'll be honest, chat, it's a bit of a throw the dice. The fact that I've got two of my best impact sub attacking midfielders injured sucks in this situation because there is no one to bring in. I'm looking at my bench thinking this is the most uninspiring bunch of players I think I've ever seen. I guess I could bring in Kamada. Fadone. I don't like it, but I don't have an alternative. Let's encourage. Let's encourage. I know we're down 2. I would never normally encourage you, but look, green happy smiley faces. We need a goal. Nine shots on target, no goals, chat. Pain. I mean, to be fair, look, they create like 2 clear-cut opportunities and their best player on the pitch took them. He's done it again. What can I do? What can I do? I can't stop that run. The AI just doesn't know how to track it. Channel midfielders, chat, at centre mid. Try it, genuinely. They make run... Oh, it's just a shit biscuit, really, isn't it? It's just a shit biscuit. Oh... I mean, is it a bottle job to get Japan to the semi-finals? I feel like Uruguay are better than us. Maybe I'm coping. I mean, I changed tactics to gamble and try and make something happen, and I'll confess, it's not worked. We made changes, they've not worked. Valverde's bloody good, and channel midfielders are quite strong. We've scored 1, right? Do you believe? Very attacking. But very attacking never works, but very attacking anyway. In fact, edit. Ito forward. Nagatomo forward. Ducks fly together. Instructions. Go long. Playmaker in the middle. Crossing style. Low. Do you believe? I don't, just to be clear. Anything. Give us a reason to believe, chat. We tried. Clap the players off. It's a good effort. Valverde's had our pants down. If only Chouameni was Japanese, we would have had a chance. I mean, a 39-year-old right back didn't do it for us. We get to play Canada. Surely we beat Canada. That means it's Norway, Uruguay in the final. That's not former Inter Nagatomo, is it? It is. It is. He's an old boy. God, bloody hell. Bielsa's had my pants down there. Disaster. I have so many tired players and injured players. Pain. Nagatomo sets New Japan caps record. Love that. 153 is mental. 153 caps. My God. Do we just start him? Has he earned the opportunity to wear the shirt for the... You know what? I think we play him, chat, for the final game. Get him on the pitch. He can lead out the lads. Injury crisis threatening at FIFA World Cup hopes. Does someone want to let him know that we're already out? Chat, the fact that is a bug, isn't it? Our FIFA World Cup plans have been struck a blow. Look, we just got knocked out 2 days ago. Also, Endo being injured is a problem. I wonder if the injuries are going to be particularly bad at this World Cup with some of the pitches that are being played on. And also just, you know, more matches in the knockouts than, like, previously. And the fact there was a Club World Cup last summer. I feel like it's a bit of a recipe for injuries. I mean, that is mental, isn't it? You can't see it by my head. There's 5 players injured for us. That's been problematic in our hunt. Oh my God, chat, he can't play. I'm starting him and we'll sub him off immediately. Nagatomo's got injured. Is it bad if I use one of my subs to sub him off after 1 minute? Ito's too tired to start as well. Chat, my team's a mess. It's a Kura on your gum. Kubo's too tired. Kamada. Oh, fuck, there's so many injuries. 6 injuries. If we lose to Canada, I will be sad. I feel like 3rd with Japan would be a respectable performance, considering we had no idea what we were doing when we started the group stage. And we only won 1 game in the group stage. It was against Tunisia. Right, we're taking on Canada, and now sub. Chat, Nagatomo's coming off because he has got an injury, but we wanted to give him a cap. Clap him off. Respect. Shout out to Grandpa. 154 caps. Extends his record. I feel like we should just beat Canada, but Canada do have some good players. Is Bombito... Okay, Bombito is as quick in this game as he is in FIFA. Oh, sorry, FC. Fuck, FIFA, not a video game anymore. Where's the 3rd place playoff game being played, chat? I assume it's not being played in Canada. I think they should move it to Canada. Oh, Maeda. Imagine. Gaizen. I don't think he's in the running for the Golden Boot because of the group stage. Do I play FIFA/AFC? I play a little bit of it. I've actually been playing a lot of Goals lately, which I've been enjoying. Goals is like so flawed, but it's quite fun. It reminds me of old FIFAs with the gameplay. Like the AI movement needs a lot of work, and speed needs to be investigated. But I've been enjoying Goals. The 5v5 mode was very fun, like in the early access period. So when that mode comes in, I think that could be fun to play with other FM streamers. It's in Miami, this game. Oh, chat. Never mind. Dream's dead. Move it to Toronto. What Canadian cities are hosting World Cup games? I feel like there's like most of the games are being hosted in the US, right? Like Canada and Mexico like have... I don't even know if they have any of the quarter-final games. Have I seen the Netflix World Cup game? I saw memes about it. I've not looked at them in any detail. Right, we've not scored against Canada through 45. Mexico only has it up until the round of 16. Yeah, I did think it was something like that. I'm so glad the opening game's at the Azteca, though. That's going to be unreal to watch. For people who missed it, by the way, on Thursday, chat, after the Mexico game, I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch and YouTube. Obviously, if you watch on YouTube, we're also live there. And if you watch on YouTube, you know, we're also live on Twitch. You can watch on whichever you prefer. It's the exact same stream. But I think after the Mexico game, we're going to stream until the South Korea game at 3 a.m. Now, I probably will wrap up the stream at like 2 a.m. just so I can have a snack or something before the second game of the night. But if you are like me, planning on being a World Cup degenerate and staying up for that 3 a.m. game, I got your back. If you need to make sure you don't fall asleep during that period, I am here. Right, Doan, do something magical. Sano, he scored a banger last game. Doan. Suzuki, that is so pretty. Beautiful goal. I do also fully appreciate if you have a job, you're probably not staying up for the game at 3 a.m. I justify it, chat, by tentatively saying my job is watching football, which is definitely stretching it a little bit. But it's technically true, right? Have I seen that England TV show, Dear England? I've only seen clips of it on social media, and I recalled out of second-hand embarrassment. But apparently the clips that get posted online are, like, the worst bits. It's not really my kind of thing. Like, when it comes to, like, stuff like that, I'd rather just watch an actual documentary rather than, like, a drama about it. But it's just not really for me, you know, I think. Maybe I'll watch it and be proven wrong. Any chance of a stream before the Scotland-Haiti game? Is there a game before that game? I have to negotiate, chat, with my pregnant wife and puppy. I say puppy. He's still a puppy. He's 13 months. By the way, we're getting third. Is there a trophy cutscene for third? Do I get a trophy for third? No. Well, we got third at the World Cup. I know the Scotland game's on at 2 a.m. against Haiti. What time's the game before it? I feel like if there's only like if it's like, you know, a 10 p.m. game into a 2 a.m. game, streaming like makes less sense. But on Thursday, it's like a 5-hour gap. Do you know what I mean? It kind of makes a bit more sense then. Yeah, see, Brazil v Morocco's at 11. So by the time that game's done, like, I'd only be streaming for like an hour. Suck it, Jesse Marsh. Sorry, I got carried away, chat. Let's go. You know what? We'll see who wins. I think third with Japan is respectable. We knocked out England. We knocked out Sweden. Will I try and watch all games? I think there's a few games on at like 5 a.m, which I probably won't be up for. I've kind of said in my head I won't get up for any games that are starting later than 4 a.m. Because if a game starts at 4 and is over at 6, I need to be up to... Well, I'll probably take the dog out before I go to bed. But then the dog needs to go to the park at like 10 a.m. And if I'm up any later than 6 a.m, less than 4 hours sleep is grim. Chat, do we want to watch... I kind of don't want to watch the final. Can I be honest? Attending games is woke. Attending games is woke. Haaland wins best player and golden boot. 10 goals in 8 games. Now, spoilers for when I did my... Oh, Tuchel's been sacked. Oh, I did that. What I was about to say was, I thought when I played the World Cup mode and won the World Cup with Norway, I was really good, but the AI's just won it with Norway, so I guess I was just average. Also, if you... Spoilers for the Norway video I did. You should go watch it still, because it's bloody entertaining. As well as the Mbappe video I did today. If you didn't see it, chat, today we did a video where I made the entire French national team Kylian Mbappe clones. So, like, everyone was Kylian Mbappe with only striker and left mid as a position, and we tried to win the World Cup. It's quite entertaining. There's some crazy goals scored. It turns out if Kylian Mbappe was a left-back, he'd score some insane long shots. But if you didn't see that video, because the algorithm didn't push it too hard, do go check it out over on YouTube and engage with it in some way. Help signal boost it, because the video's not performed that great. I do actually think it's quite a fun, silly video. Right, gang. We tried... We got third. You know what? I think third is okay. Is Mbappe the goalkeeper too? Yes. Yes, he is. For better or for worse. I won't say much more than that. It was fun and it was silly. The original Mbappe is the goalkeeper too. Just because I wasn't sure if like the goalkeepers under the hood would still have goalkeeping numbers. Even though I tried to reset them. Football Manager's weird, it turns out. But funnily enough, Football Manager doesn't like it when you like try and clone players. Right, chat, we're going to leave it there because it's bloody late. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Fun late night stream, live for 3 hours. Went on a good little World Cup run for once, which hasn't happened many times with these World Cup streams. Like I said, no stream tomorrow, but we will be doing a stream after the opening game of the World Cup. So we'll come and have a debrief here about the Mexico game. And I will be live from 10 p.m. on Thursday through till like 2 a.m. So if you're like me, staying up for the World Cup, wherever you are in the world, you know, for some people it's just the middle of the day and you're very fortunate. Come by and enjoy the stream. It should be a good old laugh. And yeah, we'll leave things there. I appreciate the love as always. Thank you to everyone who subscribed. Loads of you guys showing support. Nice to get back in the rhythm of streaming. Really, really enjoying it. I'm going to hit this button. I hope this is the right button. Is it the right button? It is the right button. I know what I'm doing. I'll be back in 2 days. Take it easy. I love you all. Go watch today's YouTube video. I would put the link in the chat, but I don't have the link. But go watch it. It's a good video. Appreciate you. And I'll see you later. Take it easy.